You mean I'm off the team?
Yeah.
Just because of school?
I'm sorry, Gomez. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. Sure you don't.
Don't send your fucking man, you're wasted.
Gomez. Ruiz. ¿Qué pasa?
Gomez isn't failing Carver. Carver's failing Gomez, and he's the one being punished for it.
What happened?
The bandoleros.
Tomorrow, set up a meeting.
You saw what they did with one? There's nothing to talk about.
Come in.
Willis said you want to see me?
Yeah, have you got a minute?
Oh, she's being polite to me. I smell trouble.
Maybe it's because I just can't resist a man in uniform.
Okay. The suspense is killing me. What is it?
Two things. Number one, I just want to remind you you're the only faculty member who has not submitted his student evaluation forms.
Come on, Sybil. I don't have time for that Mickey Mouse stuff.
To you, it's Mickey Mouse stuff. To me, it is necessary information that's used to determine the progress we're making with the students.
Why should I waste my time on that stuff? I'm the basketball coach. Look, you want an evaluation? I'll give you an evaluation. Coolidge's jump shot is much improved. Thorpe still needs a lot of work.
You know, Jim Willis said, if I tried being nice to you, you just might make an effort to be more cooperative. It's obviously been a waste of time. All right, the forms are on your desk. You fill them out. You return them to me by the end of the school day.
Well, you said there were two things. What's the other one?
As of today, Ricky Gomez is off the basketball team.
Why?
All right. Bill Patterson, geometry. Rarely in my 20 years of teaching have I seen a student demonstrate such a vast lack of interest and discipline.
Bill Patterson. The mere mention of his name puts me to sleep.
Maria Newkirk, American literature. Ricky Gomez has failed to turn in his last 5 book reports and spends most of his time in class picking dry chewing gum from under his desk. Earl Finneman, biology. Ricky Gomez shows little interest in his work, is chronically late for class, and pretends he doesn't understand English when called upon. Shall I go on?
So what, do you think cutting him from the basketball team's going to improve his grades?
Are you attempting to tell me how to do my job?
I just don't like having my job interfered with. I was hired on here as a basketball coach. I did not know that who I could or could not have on the team was going to be dictated to me.
I'm in no mood to debate this issue. I've set the policy. I've made my decision. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
We'll see about that.
Very truly yours.
Can I talk to you?
I was expecting you. That'd be all, thank you.
I'm really sorry. Hope you... Now, look. When you hired me, you said it was because I was the right man for the job. You said Carver High needs a basketball coach. Now, am I a coach or some sort of a figurehead?
You're the coach.
Okay, so why does Ricky Gomez have to get kicked off the team?
A, because Sybil is vice principal, and this is her decision. B, removing Ricky Gomez from the basketball team is not punishment, but what we think is in the best interest of the student.
We? You're on her side?
This has nothing to do with taking sides. But if you mean, do I support Sybil's decision? I do.
Does Gomez know about this yet?
I'm going to tell him this afternoon.
No. Let me tell him.
That's all right. You shouldn't have to tell him.
No, I'll tell him.
Why?
Because I'm the coach.
It's all the way live, ain't it, bro? Yeah, man. What I have here is an AM, FM portable stereo radio, ultra high frequency with 8-track for the man of distinction, understand?
Oh, yeah? Where'd you steal it?
From your mama. Hey, man, don't hog the sounds. Look out, new movie star to school.
Yeah, it's Enrico Gomez, the sexy Mexi.
Gomez, can I see you in my office? All right, have a seat, Gomez. Shut the door. Is the light in here too bright for you, Gomez?
No, Coach?
Would you mind removing the shades? Gomez, why are you doing so rotten in school?
Who says I'm doing rotten?
Everybody.
What do they know?
What's the problem with biology?
I like biology.
Oh, yeah? Mr. Finneman says you're not interested and you pretend you can't speak English in class.
I speak English, but sometimes Mr. Finneman uses words I don't understand.
What words?
Biology words.
So doesn't Mr. Finneman explain to you what the words mean?
No. When I tell him I don't understand a word, he tells me he's not an English teacher.
You having trouble in English?
No.
No? Well, how come you didn't hand in your last book report?
I didn't read the book.
Why not? Don't you like to read?
Yeah. I like to read some books.
Like what?
I just read the story about Emiliano Zapata.
You mean Marlon Brando and the...
Yeah. He was one of the leaders of the Mexican Revolution.
Okay, so why didn't you write a report on that?
I tried, but Miss Newkirk wouldn't accept it.
Why not?
Because it wasn't the assignment.
What was the assignment?
Little Women. I better go get suited up.
Sit down, Gomez. Look, I just came from speaking with Miss Buchanan. She said that because of your grades, you can't play basketball on the team anymore. Hey, Gomez, you hear what I said?
Sure. Should I go suit up now?
Well, I think we got a bad connection someplace here.
I heard you. You said Miss Buchanan said I couldn't play on the team anymore.
Doesn't that bother you?
Well, you fixed it, didn't you?
Gomez, I didn't fix anything.
You mean I'm off the team?
Yeah.
Just because of school?
That's an awfully big just, isn't it? In case you've forgotten, you're here to get an education, not to play basketball.
Well, how come you didn't fix it?
Look, I'm not the big daddy around here.
Well, can't you give me a break?
Gomez, I don't make the rules.
But it's not my fault.
Look, you can't go through life blaming everybody else for your own problems. I'm sorry, Gomez, I don't make the rules.
Yeah. Sure you don't.
Yeah, maybe he don't want to show off them legs. With the way you looking at him, I don't blame him.
I just got cut from the team.
Hey, what happened?
I flunked off.
Coach?
Nah, Buchanan did.
Buchanan, oh man, the wicked witch of the east struck again, huh?
Hey, Go-Go, what'd you flunk anyway, man?
Everything.
Everything? I thought I was doing bad, but everything, I mean... So, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Nothing, I guess.
Well, if you want to, I mean, maybe me and Thorpe could try to help you study or something.
Nah, that's all right.
Hey, you need some help in geometry?
Oh, man, when did you become such a big shot in geometry, huh?
I didn't say I was such a big shot. I know this chick who mimeographs the finals, and she said she'd steal a copy for me.
Oh, yeah? Hey, look here, man. Well, maybe me and you ought to do a little business.
Hey, well, I gotta get going. Good luck, you guys.
Yeah. Well, Go-Go, I'm really sorry, man. I mean, I guess we'll be seeing you around, right?
Yeah. We'll see you.
Oh, buenas tardes, Ricardo.
Buenas tardes, señora Fuentes.
¿Cómo está tu mamá?
Muy bien, gracias.
Ay, qué bueno, Ricardo. Le mando saludes, ¿eh? Adiosito.
Adiós, nos vemos, señora.
Que te vaya bien.
Hey, Gomez. Ruiz. ¿Qué pasa?
Hey, amigo. Lo siento mucho. We didn't know it was you.
Yeah, man. We saw your Carver jacket, and we figured you was a spade.
Yeah. Forget it.
So, man, long time no see. Hey, you still playing on that, baseball team?
Basketball.
Basketball team?
Yeah. I got cut. Bad grades.
You, man? Bad grades? You used to be the brains of us all.
Yeah.
Guess I turned dumb.
I don't understand. What you want to try for the basketball team for?
Because if I make it, then I don't have to take gym.
So what? You still got practice and all them games to play.
Hey, man, that don't mean I gotta show up.
I don't want all you guys to line up here at the free throw line. Come on, let's go. I haven't got all day. No sneakers?
I left them home.
Sorry, I can't let you on the court without sneakers.
No, that's okay. I can play in my socks.
No, you can't, because you might get hurt and we'd be responsible.
Hey, you are talking to me. Now, I don't get hurt.
You will if you don't get off this court.
Okay.
Let's fill in over here. All right. All right, let's form two lines. And we'll start a layup drill.
What's a layup drill?
You dribble the ball on the floor, you throw it at the basket, and you go to the end of the other line.
Piece of cake.
If somebody had told me that Gomez was irreplaceable, I would have told them they were crazy. Woo!
Come on.
Yeah. All right. That'll be quite enough. Thank you very much. We'll let you know. Amazing. Yeah.
It's a committee.
The what?
We were just wondering which one you picked to replace Gomez.
No one. We're going with 11.
11? There's no chance you can get Gomez back on the team?
Doesn't look like it. By the way, has anybody seen Gomez?
I haven't seen him in a couple of days.
I thought you were friends with him.
What are you talking about? We are his friends. He just hangs out in the barrio, that's all.
Oh. How about in school?
I think he's been cut in class.
Oh, great. Just great. Gomez.
Hi, Coach.
What are you doing?
Cleaning out my locker.
Hayward and Thorpe told me they haven't seen you around school the last couple of days.
Well, I've been busy.
Everything okay at home?
Everything's fine.
New jacket?
Nope. I had a long time. I just haven't worn it lately.
Real nice. It's a good likeness. What's it supposed to be, the Mona Lisa?
It's an Aztec warrior.
Who are the Aztecs?
Friends.
What kind of friends?
Just friends.
How come I never heard about them before?
Because I stopped hanging around with them for a while.
So why are you hanging around with them again?
Because I got nothing better to do. Hasta la vista.
She in the office?
No, she's not, Mr. Reeves. She's out ill today. Flu, I think.
Thanks a lot.
Surprise!
Oh, my God. What are you doing here?
Can I come in?
No.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Things go wrong down at school, I think you got a future as an encyclopedia salesman.
Oh, are you, feeling any better?
As a matter of fact, yes. So I hope you don't do anything to reverse the process.
You're not trying to tell me I make you sick.
Not in so many words. I suppose you're here to talk about Ricky Gomez.
Well, now that you mention it.
The answer is no.
Sybil, you're being unreasonable. In case you haven't heard, the kid's only been in school for 2 days in the last week, and on top of that, it looks like he's falling back in with a street gang called the Aztecs.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to change my mind.
You know, I don't understand you. We both want the same thing. Believe me, I'm not here because I need Ricky Gomez as a basketball player. He's not even a starter. But it's obvious now that one of the things that's been keeping that kid in school is being on the team. He's got to feel he belongs somewhere, that he belongs to something. Now, if it's not the team, it's going to be that gang, and neither one of us wants that.
Now, what you don't seem to understand is that this is more than just a question of bureaucracy and school red tape. Playing on the basketball team isn't a right. It's a privilege. And Ricky Gomez has to earn his privileges just like everybody else. Now, whether I'm a vice principal at Carver High School or a dean at USC, no athlete on any team is going to get special treatment. That's the way I feel about it, and that's the way it's going to be.
We're going to lose this kid. I wish you could be more flexible. When I was in college, we had professors who were passing basketball players with fourth grade reading levels just so they could play in a big game. Now, with Gomez, we're not talking about a big game. We're talking about his life.
Look, Ken, if you want to know why Gomez is off the team, you're talking to the wrong person.
Okay, who should I talk to?
Every single one of his teachers.
Hey, Goose, not too shabby, man.
Hey, thanks, Carlos.
Hey, this is just like the good old days, huh?
Yeah, sure is.
What? What happened? What?
The bandoleros.
How many of them were there?
I'm not sure. 5, maybe 6.
Where?
Alhambra Street, outside the church.
Tomorrow, set up a meeting.
You saw what they did with one. There's nothing to talk about.
Rules, man! Time, place, weapons.
You know, I haven't spent a lunch hour like this since we were in college together.
Say, remember that game our junior year against Temple?
Now, how could I forget? I scored 23 points and won the game ball.
I remember. Nice shot.
Just a mere bag of shells.
Oh. Remember Ellis Turner?
Ellis Turner. Where did he say he was from? Bed Springs, Arkansas.
Something like that. He wasn't too swift, was he?
Swift. His IQ was more like Arnold Palmer's golf score.
Yeah, Ellis Turner was beautiful. Remember when Ross Geller got Professor Fugit to make up that special humanities exam that Ellis could pass so he could play in the NITs?
and they asked him the name of the Greek philosopher.
Yeah, he said Achilles.
Nice try.
What do you mean?
Thought you brought me down here for a little friendly game.
Yeah. Who's being unfriendly?
Well, I'm not going to reinstate Ricky Gomez.
Well, now, you got to admit I got a point.
I admit it. But it doesn't mean it's right. I'd like to know something.
What?
Where did you learn to be so sneaky?
College. Where else? Mr. Fenneman?
Yes.
I'm Ken Reeves, a basketball coach. Still killing frogs?
What can I do for you?
I understand Ricky Gomez is a student of yours.
He's in one of my classes, if that's what you mean, but I'd hardly consider him a student.
Gee, that's funny. He told me he likes biology.
I don't know how he can like it. He can barely pronounce it.
Is that why he's flunking it?
I don't know why he's flunking it. I only know he is. And, what concern is it of yours?
Look, I'm not trying to pass off Ricky Gomez as an A student.
That would be like trying to pass off a $30 bill.
Well, I'm just trying to say that maybe his poor grades aren't all his fault.
Are you insinuating that maybe it's my fault?
No, I'm merely saying that perhaps his failure is more the result of a language problem than a lack of interest.
Mr. Reeves, I have term papers correct. Biology meeting at 3:30. Would you excuse me?
Sure. You're excused. Mind if I sit down?
No, sit down. How are you?
Pretty good.
You mean pretty well.
You remind me of Mrs. Glantz, my third grade teacher.
I do?
Well, kind of.
How are the standard bearers of Carver High faring?
Well, I get in there. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about one of the kids on the team.
You mean Ricky Gomez?
You mean you heard?
Heard what?
He's been cut from the team because of his academic performance.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't know. I just assumed you wanted to talk about Ricky because he's the only student I have who's on the basketball team. He's pretty proud of it, too. You know, it could be 90 degrees in that classroom and you still couldn't get him to take off the team jacket.
Well, you found a way.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, your student evaluation had a lot to do with his being cut from the team.
Well, what did you expect me to do? Lie? Look, I reported facts. He simply was not doing the required work.
Well, he told me he wanted to do a book report on the life of Emiliano Zapata, and you wouldn't let him.
That's right. It was not on the required reading list.
Yeah, I know, but, come on, Little Women.
Look, in the first place, my required reading list is the same as every other English teacher in this school. As far as I know, no other member of your basketball team has had a problem. I don't understand why you're trying to make it seem as if it's the school that's failed, when obviously it's the student who's failing.
What's the second place?
Well, in the second place, Ricky didn't have to do a book report on Little Women. He had a choice between two books for the assignment.
Oh, what was the other book?
The autobiography of Malcolm X.
This is the alleyway here. Now, there are piles of 2x4s here. We should take up positions on the opposite side.
What difference does it make which side we're on?
The piles of lumber will be a light background. It will make it easier for us to see the bandoleros and harder for them to see us.
What time should we meet?
What time do we meet the bandoleros?
It's set for midnight.
All right, then we meet at the Lopez Grocery at 9. Gomez, did you get it?
I got it.
Is it safe?
I got it stuffed inside one of my shoes in the closet.
Bueno.
Back. Up. But, come on, you're dogging it. Up. You got a big game Friday night. Up. This way. Come on, move it. Hustle. Hustle, Coolidge. Nine. Come on, Thorpe. Concentrate. Side. Jackson, I'm getting tired of the hat. Take it off. Left. Up. Thorpe, for crying out loud, will you move it?
Hey, man, why don't you just lay off us, huh? You've been on our case all afternoon. Let me tell you something. If something's bugging you, don't put it off on us.
You know what? You're right. It's the end of practice. Hit the showers. He could get a technical for that.
thought. What you think's bugging Reeves, man?
What's bugging it? It's the Gomez thing.
Yeah, I think so. It's been bothering me my damn self.
Well, maybe we should go on strike. No, march. Carry signs, that kind of thing. Listen to me. Look, just like Alabama in the 60s. Go! You know you never listen to me. Go! You know you never listen to me.
Excuse me, ladies, but this is a men's locker room. Can't no women come in here?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. We were looking for El Señor Reeves. He's the basketball coach here, no?
Yes, ma'am. His office is right over here.
Gracias.
Enter. What?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Mrs. Gomez.
Es mi hermana. I am her sister, Mrs. Alvarez. I have heard many nice things about you.
I'm glad to hear that. Haywood. Later.
Thank you.
Won't you sit down? Well, how's Ricardo?
Well, that's what we have come to talk to you about. Se lo digo. Díselo y dale las gracias. My sister wants to thank you for your concern about Ricardo and asks, can you please put him back on the team?
I'd love to, but I can't. It's not up to me.
Dice que no depende de él. ¿Por qué? Diles a los muchachos. Ricardo has been getting into a lot of trouble ever since he left the team, like he used to. He's running around with the same boys.
I know.
My sister's afraid. There's gonna be a fight.
I don't understand.
Enséñale. Me lo encontré en el ropero. She found that in Roberto's closet.
Good Lord.
Pregúntale si nos va a ayudar. My sister said that you helped Ricardo once before and that you would know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Well, look, Mrs. Alvarez, you take your sister home and I'll see what I can do.
Dice que va a tratar. ¿De veras? Ay, qué bueno. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Gracias.
Nice night. Love the car. Detective Diaz?
Yeah?
The cop down at the front desk told me to see you. I'm trying to find out where a gang called the Aztecs hangs out.
What business do you have with Los Aztecas?
I'll try to make this short. My name is Ken Reeves. I'm the basketball coach at Carver High School.
Didn't you play pro ball with Denver? Huh? Then Chicago?
Yeah, you remember me?
Yeah. I'll always remember you. I once took Chicago, and I gave 6 against Philly. You blew a free throw in the last 8 seconds. Chicago never covered.
Did you remember that? That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was also $150 ago. Anyway, what does a nice gringo like you want with Los Aztecas?
Well, apparently there's going to be a rumble. And one of my players is running with him. His mother came to see me. She found this in his closet.
Look at that. The old days, we used to use zip guns.
Well, obviously, there's going to be some sort of trouble.
Thanks for the tip.
Hey, wait a second. Aren't you supposed to put out some kind of alert or something, try to round up these guys?
If there's a rumble, we'll know about it.
Hey, come on. What happens if it's already over by the time you get there?
We can't have an entire police department out looking for a rumble. I mean, it could be anywhere.
Well, how about if you and me try to find it?
Nah, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I mean, they're not exactly going to fight it out on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, but maybe we can stop it before it gets started.
I'm going out to cruise. I'll keep my eyes open.
Well, can I come along with you?
You're really worried, huh?
Sure, I'm worried.
Okay. Let's go look for trouble.
Is this, your car?
Mm-mm. Belongs to the police department.
The station wagon?
Yeah. I'm from this neighborhood. They wouldn't expect the cop to be riding a station wagon.
That's good. That's very good.
Man, this is the best place in town. We used to rumble here when I was a kid.
You?
Yeah, the Boy Scouts. They wouldn't take me.
You know, we had gangs in Queens in the 50s when I was growing up. There's a Cape Man, the Umbrella Man, the Gothic Lords, the Gammons, the Deltas, all kinds of assorted crazies. But I thought that was old stuff.
Not in El Barrio.
We have a major 415 at the lumberyard on Franklin Street near the Harbor Freeway underpass.
This is it, amigo. He's okay. He's all right. I'm Lieutenant Diaz. All right. All right.
Coco, you all right? Hey. Bad is it?
coach. I can play.
And there will be a seminar on new concepts for black affairs next Thursday. By the way, Mr. Maxwell, who has been named co-chairman, you finally made it to a faculty meeting. To what do we owe this honor?
I never had anything I wanted to say before.
Good. Have a seat. We'll be open for general discussions as soon as I finish making a few announcements. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, Mr. Maxwell, who has been named co-chairman of the State Council of Black... What is it, Ken?
I gotta be at practice in 15 minutes. Can I, talk now?
Does anyone have any objections? No. Go ahead.
I moved to Carver High, abolish the student evaluation system.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the system. It stinks to high heaven. It's outdated, it's unfair, it's totally useless.
Got sour grapes, Reeves. Come on, you know, just because you lost one of your basketball players? What is this?
Maybe in the beginning, but not anymore. Gomez isn't failing Carver. Carver's failing Gomez, and he's the one being punished for it. The kid's being made to feel like a failure for absolutely no reason. I mean, you find it unusual that he wasn't interested in reading Little Women?
I thought I made it clear. He had a choice.
Oh, terrific. Some choice. Between Little Women and the autobiography of Malcolm X. Gomez is a Chicano. How do you expect him to be interested in a black revolutionary leader?
Well, what do you expect us to do, Reeves? I mean, tailor a curriculum especially for one student?
Isn't that what you wanted for your kids? Isn't that why you have a black studies program here? Do any of you care that Gomez feels like a failure and he doesn't know why? Right now, he's roaming around the streets with some gang trying to get back what's left of his self-esteem because you've taken away from him possibly the one thing that was keeping him out of trouble.
There he goes with the basketball again.
The Black Studies program is for black students, plural. Ricky Gomez is one student.
So was James Meredith at the University of Mississippi in 1962.
Playboy, they didn't have no visa, man.
Yeah, boy. What's this, Junior?
Go.
Kind of hard to
What you got on, bro?
Settle down.
You better stay away from them gangs, dude. You know, I know you better stick to basketball.
Hey, man, Halloween is over.
Really? Hey, who you trying to fool with all this reading material you got here? You want to read something, Junior? Try reading this.
The biography of Pancho Villa. What's this?
She a new book report assignment for Miss Newkirk's class.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure you don't fail any more of Mr. Fenneman's biology exam.
Yeah, that's right. Or Patterson's history test.
How are you gonna do that?
Go, my man. You are looking here at the new Chicano study program. All right. All right, Gomez. What was the name of the president that started the isolationist policy in 1823, and what did they call the policy?
James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine.
Right.
Thought it was the Monroe Document.
I thought it was Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson? I thought it was Calvin Coolidge.
Jackson, you thought it was Jackson. Coolidge, you thought it was Coolidge. I'm not surprised. That ain't your real names anyway.
What do you mean that ain't my real name?
I mean, you figure it out.
What are you doing here so late?
I could ask you the same thing.
Going over Ricky Gomez's book report.
Well, I thought I'd stick around and get the results from the horse's mouth. Hey, no, I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I don't think you did either, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Well, how was it?
Well, he's not ready for the New York Times book review, but it's passable.
You can come back on the team?
Mm-hmm. Oh, stop looking so pleased.
Why not? Aren't you proud of me?
I just wish your motivation was something else besides getting Gomez back on the basketball team.
Could I ask you a question? What is it you have against basketball?
Do you think I have something against basketball?
Yes, I do.
Oh. Come on.
Where are we going?
The gym.
This ought to be good. You've got to be kidding. Where'd you learn to do that?
I was on the girls' team in college.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I'm impressed. Maybe I ought to teach a couple English classes or something just to keep up.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Miss Kaplan has the flu. She'll be out for a couple of days, and I need a substitute. You can take over her classes till she comes back. They start at 9:40.
Wait a minute, I was only kidding. I can't teach an English class.
Oh, don't worry. It's not an English class.
What is it?
Home economics.
I tell you one thing.
What's that?
This is one birthday he'll never forget.
I think you like to fight.
Yeah. We're gonna tell the judge we saw everything.
That's perjury.
I call it sticking up for your friends.
I hope they put your boy in jail and they throw away the key.
You Mario Petrino Jr.?
Yeah, that's me.
You're under arrest.
Anybody here? Anybody home?
What the?
Hey, soldier! All right.
I thought we had a card game going.
Hey, game canceled on account of we gonna party!
Have a seat. Have a seat. This the big one, Salami. Happy 18th. He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
All right.
Make a wish.
Hey, Salam, you wishing too loud.
All right.
Happy birthday, Salami.
18. Just think, Salami. Now you can do all the things you've been doing for years. Yeah, only now some of them are illegal.
You guys are crazy.
Anything for a pal. Hey, listen, Salami. We were thinking about what to get you for your birthday, and we put our brains together, and we think we've come up with what you like best.
New carburetor?
Well, not quite.
What?
Girl of your dreams from the team.
Hey, Salam, meet Sandy.
Happy birthday, Salami.
Well, enjoy.
I'll tell you one thing.
What's that?
This is one birthday he'll never forget.
Yeah, so what happened, man? What happened?
And then she said she's tired, right?
Oh, wow. Then what? Then what?
Salad, please. Then I said, well, look, why don't you go lay down, right?
Ooh, then what? Then what?
And then she drags me into the bedroom, right? Some chili, please, maybe a
Then what?
mashed
Come on.
And then she gets a coat and I drive her home.
Oh, man. Come on.
Peas, heavy on the peas.
Yeah, let me get some of those peas, too.
Hey, line forms in the back, buddy.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Let me get some of the street ones, too.
So you got a hearing deformity
Hey,
or
don't
what?
say nothing to me, man. Hey, man, of course you just...
Look, man, you gotta go to the
Go
back.
to hell, man. Hey, hello. Hey, hold out.
Hey, man, come on. Hey, this is not necessary.
Mario, what am I going to do with you?
It wasn't my fault, Miss Buchanan.
Of course not.
Look, he started it.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before.
But the guy pushed me. What was I supposed to do?
You could have reported him.
Oh, come on. I ain't no snitch.
Mario, you can't go around fighting every time you're confronted with a problem.
Look, Miss Buchanan, you don't understand. You see, I can't let somebody push me around. I gotta defend myself.
I think there's much more to it than that.
What are you talking about?
I think you like to fight.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't mind it so much.
Why?
'Cause I'm good.
Now, look. It's time you started using your head instead of your fist. You're 18 years old, Mario. You cannot continue to run around like some wild man.
Did you hear about my party?
What?
Ellen,
What's that?
Salami's birthday present.
Oh, yeah? What's inside?
Motor oil.
Motor oil.
Yeah, he's an automotive junkie.
That's very fancy.
What can I say? The garage doesn't gift wrap. Give me a finger. There. What do you think?
I think it's the thought that counts. Although boxing gloves would have been more appropriate.
Again?
Again?
Well, look, the kid's got a short fuse. That's all. It's no big deal.
Yeah, well, he has a very short fuse, and he has got to learn to control his temper.
Well, Salami's temper is his survival mechanism.
So what does that mean?
What do you think that means? It means people give him room because he's tough. Every once in a while, someone forgets, and he reminds him.
That sounds familiar.
That's the way it is.
Violence is a confession of ignorance.
Who said that?
Socrates.
Oh, well, Socrates didn't live in this neighborhood. The kid's not going to stop fighting just because you tell him it's wrong.
Yeah, well, I was hoping that you would tell him.
No.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Like I said, the baddest one in the gym. Now, anybody else got something to say? Next, Sissy.
How am I doing? How am I doing?
Pretty bad. Cools up by 10 in the 8th.
How you fix for cash?
I got $2, that's it.
Come on, Salami.
Hold on, Charlie.
He's going, all right?
You get him, buddy.
Take it easy.
Hey, I don't want to get you excited. Money in the bank, Buster. Money in the bank.
Here we go. Get it up there.
Come on now.
Pinball. Come on.
Come on now.
Pinball. Come on.
Quiet, please.
Come on, get it for all the Tarzan.
Baby.
Come on!
What's going on here? Bowling for dollars. Cools up by 10.
You want in?
It's 12 and pay up, Salami.
Game ain't over yet.
Yes, it is. Clean this up. Hurry up.
Well, come on, Coach. You only got 2 more frames.
Forget it, Coolidge. Hurry up. Clean up that oil slick.
Make an honest buck without you cracking the whip.
What'd you do with the oil?
Well, the Motel California was bone dry.
There was a dozen cans in there.
Well, I found this bucket.
Forget it. I don't care. Now listen up. We play Tremont tomorrow. Ball, thank you, and they play a very physical, hard-nosed game. In case you guys forgot, they blew us off the court last year. They pushed you all over the place. You were like a bunch of crybabies in the locker room, remember? Not this year. The reason they beat you all over the court last year is because they play very aggressive basketball, not only on defense, but on offense. Now, when you're guarding one of these Tremont guys, there's a straight line between the guy with the ball and the basket, and I want to see it coming right through you. So today we're going to work on how to take the charge, right like this, all right? Thorpe, you're first. All right, now, you go on the whistle. You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Little theatricality helps, too. All right, your turn, Thorpe. Now you'll take the charge. Coolidge.
Oh, come on, Coach. You gotta be kidding. I mean, getting hit by Coolidge is like getting hit by a truck.
Oh, how you do it. On the whistle, Coolidge. Let's go.
Well, see you.
No. You know Academy Award? Salami, get in here. Show Thorpe how to take a charge. Let's go. Wait for the whistle, Big Warren. That's it, Salami. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody got it? Give me the ball. All right, I want 2 lines. We'll pair off. Work on the charging drill. Let's go.
Someone else can work on Coolidge. Come on, man. Line up. I got you, Big. Line up. Let's go.
Take a step apart. In line. Let's go. All right, now when I blow the whistle, you guys, you charge, you stop them. Go for the open man, all right? I want you to get used to contact. Sometimes it's even a little bit of fun. Hold your position. Not yet.
All over.
It's like tag team wrestling out there.
Hey, look, man, he's not calling nothing. Why don't you help
I
out?
got 4 fouls, 1 more sober, buddy.
You gotta get some protection out there.
Listen up. It's a real physical game out there, all right? We're gonna have to deal with that. Now, Salami, I want you in for Stone, and Fallahy, you're in for Franklin.
This is gonna have to pick up number 12.
We're gonna go out there, we're gonna pick them up all over the court. Salami, you're on 12. Thorpe's man. You gotta play tight D on him all over the court, Salami. Use your chest. The ref's allowing you to hand check. He's allowing a lot of physical play out there. That's the way we gotta respond. You gotta play real physical D on this guy. You gotta play him tight and use your chest. Take the charge. Not so much theatrics. I want you playing rough. All right? All right, now Fallahy, Salami, you check in now. You guys catch your breath. Be cool out.
Yeah, just go up on the board. My back, man.
The detective, Miss Buchanan's office, wants to talk to you.
A detective? Why?
He just wants to ask you a couple of questions.
About what?
About the fight yesterday. What do you mean about what?
Well, what about it?
Well, it's just routine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come on, it's gonna be all right.
This is a routine thing. The kids are getting into fights all the time.
Oh, I know. Mario, this is Detective Eisenberg. He just wants to ask you a few questions.
Why? Well, this isn't an interrogation, Mario. There's been a complaint against you, and I just want to find out what happened.
Could the coach stay?
Yeah, sure.
Sit down.
To the best of your recollection, Mario, what happened in the Tremont game?
Well, their guy, number 12, I don't know his name. He was roughing up Thorpe pretty good. Hip checking, hand checking, leaning on him. Thorpe's all sore today, if you don't believe me. Well, anyway, I figured I'd straighten the guy out, let him know where we were coming from, so to speak.
Their guy hit Thorpe.
Well, not exactly, but he was playing real physical.
He was fouling him?
Yeah, only the ref didn't call nothing.
Why is that?
I don't know, maybe he's blind. Anyway, I figured I'd give him some of his own medicine. I made it real frustrating for him, like that.
I see.
Then he tagged me, which was his last mistake.
What did you do?
Gave him car fare back home.
You gave him what?
You hit him back.
Mario?
Yeah, I hit him.
And then what'd you do?
Well, then everybody was running. It got kind of crazy. I hear somebody running up from behind me. I turn around, and I see this guy coming down hard. I pop him. He goes down. Next thing I know, the coach has got me, and that's it.
Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, Mario.
That's it?
That's it. Thanks.
Anytime.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
I'm a perfectionist. We're never satisfied.
I asked you to talk to Mario about the fighting.
Look, I gotta tell you, I think this whole thing's getting blown way out of proportion. I mean, there was a fight, okay? We're playing basketball, not checkers. Sometimes emotions run high.
I thought basketball was a non-contact sport.
Look, when the ball goes up, you got 10 guys crashing the boards. It's not very pretty under there. I know, I was there. Guys get their ribs cracked. Sometimes they get their heads cracked. I'm not saying it's the way it ought to be. That's the way it is. Now, Salami did not start a fight. He just reacted when the other guy came at him.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Greg Alder is in the hospital.
What?
You know the boy that Mario punched?
It was an accident, Sybil.
Maybe.
The kid shouldn't have slugged him first.
Oh, Greg never threw a punch.
What are you talking about? I was there. I saw it.
You saw someone throw a punch, but Greg was the second boy that Mario hit.
What?
Mm-hmm. So we could have a problem.
What problem?
The school could be held responsible.
What does that mean?
It means that Greg's parents could sue the school, Mario's parents, you, and Mario himself now that he's 18.
Hey, there's a big fight on the tube tonight. You guys gonna watch it? Fight. A couple of light-headed. The leather's really gonna be flying. Beg your pardon?
Hey, if you want to talk fighters, man, I'll talk fighters. Boy, did you see my boy Salami? Ooh, bam, bam, lights out. Hey, straight out. Salami's got great hands.
Yeah, well, it's in the blood, you know?
Hey, y'all want to talk about tough? Once I saw Willis Reed on the tube knock out 4 Lakers just like...
If your jump shot was anything like your left hook, we'd be a lock to repeat as champs next year.
18, full of steam. You're the man, Salami.
Hey, you were beautiful, man. I taught him everything he knows. You don't look so beautiful now, though, Salami.
Yeah, well, the guy got lucky.
Yeah, well, they were swarming all over you.
Yeah, like bees to honey.
More like flies.
Hey, Coach. Hey, what do you think about my boy Salami, Coach?
Everybody on the bleachers. In case you can't read numbers, Stone, we lost.
It was a moral victory, Coach.
Oh, they don't count the standings.
Yeah, well, number 12 was all over me.
Yeah, it was leaning and body checking like it was ice hockey.
And Coolidge is the only one wearing padding.
I'm not interested in winning fights. I want to win games. Basketball games. Now, I got some bad news. One of the kids on the Tremont team is laid up in the hospital.
Good, he deserved it.
No, not that one. It's another guy named Greg Alder.
Who's he? Oh, he's the guy who tried to pull a Pearl Harbor on Salami. Salami decked him.
What's wrong with Alder? He's got a broken jaw or something like that. I'm gonna go over to the hospital after practice. Any of you guys are welcome to come along.
Cosmetics man? It didn't look good to visit him, but I think the dude got what was coming.
Hey, we gotta go.
Oh, you don't gotta go, Coolidge. How about you, Salami?
I'll pass.
I think you ought to come with me.
You ask and tell him.
I'm telling you, Salami, you and me after practice, okay? Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. 2 lines. Let's go. Let's go.
Dr. Daniels, call surgery. Dr. Daniels, please call surgery. Dr. Heath, to the emergency.
I'll tell you one thing, Coach.
What's that?
A hospital is no place for sick people.
Excuse me. We're looking for Gregory Alder.
Gregory Alder. Yes, room 328, down the hall to your right.
Thanks.
Yes. Don't. Yes?
Excuse me, I'm Ken Reeves, coach of the Carver team.
I'm Mrs. Alder, Greg's mother.
We just wanted to stop by and let you know how sorry we are for what happened.
How you doing?
How does he look?
What did the doctor say?
He may need reconstructive surgery.
This is from the team. I'm sorry.
What is it, Sarah?
It's the coach of the Carver team.
We're very sorry about what happened, Mr. Alder.
Get out.
We just thought...
Get out!
Okay, Greg, okay. Okay, honey, it's all right.
Hello.
Mario Petrino?
My old man's not here right now.
Are you Mario Petrino, Jr.?
Yeah, that's me.
You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney and to have the attorney present during question.
Name?
Mario Petrino.
Age?
18.
Next again.
Mario Petrino. That's my old man.
Empty your things on the counter, son. Take that necklace off. Keys. Knife. $1.93.
Say, you don't think I can get a receipt for this, do you?
Right away.
How about a dime to make a phone call? You know, like I seen in the movies.
You can use my phone.
You guys don't miss a beat, do you?
You've been charged with assault to commit great bodily injury against Gregory Alder. Bail is set at $1,500.
$1,500? I don't got that kind of cash.
Well, then you'll have to remain in custody until your arraignment.
Yeah, about that phone call.
Yeah. What?
Put him in the open cell, Charlie.
Come on, come on.
Let's go, son.
My number's on that sheet. You'll keep trying it for me, won't you?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Reno, let's go.
Where's Salami's father?
The old man and his cousin took off for Yorba Linda because somebody got sick.
You call him?
Yeah, I called him. He said he couldn't get here till tomorrow morning.
Take it easy. It's gonna be all right. Here he is.
Yo, Salami.
Hey, Nicky! Oh, it's great to see you, man.
I'm real sorry I didn't get here sooner, but I just found out.
That's all right, that's all right. Coach, what are you doing here?
How you called me?
I didn't have no $1,500. A good thing the coach came.
$1,500. That's a lot of dough.
Just 150 down. The bail bondsman took care of it.
Thanks a lot, Coach. I'm good for it, believe me.
Sign for your property over here, son.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, just a little shooken up.
Take care of this and we'll get out of here.
That's great to see you guys.
Place gives me the creeps.
No, not back in there. Here.
Yeah.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
I wanted to find out a couple of things.
Oh, yeah? The law and you?
I'm trying to understand what's going on. What's happening with Salami.
And? Let's go.
You know, if anybody deserves to take a rap for what happened to Greg Alder, it's me.
You can't control what happens on the court.
I'm the coach. I told Salami to go in there and do a job. That means I encouraged him.
To play hard, not to be violent?
You know, sometimes it's sort of a thin line.
Did you tell him to go out there and hit anybody?
I didn't tell him not to.
Mario is 18 years old. He is no longer a juvenile.
He's still a kid. I don't care what it says on his birth certificate.
A date for trial will be set. That'll be all. See the court clerk.
Mario Petrino.
Mario Pacino, Jr.?
Yeah.
You are charged with a violation of Section 245, subsection A of the Penal Code of the State of California. Assault with intent to do great bodily harm. How do you plead?
Your Honor, I'd like to say something.
Are you the father?
That's right.
Well, this is an arraignment, not a trial, Mr. Petrino.
Yeah, but my kid's not getting a fair shake. You see, he's not the kind of...
There'll be time for explanations at a later date, Mr. Petrino. Now, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm not guilty.
All right, a date will be set for a preliminary hearing. At that time, a judge will hear arguments from you and from the plaintiff. Do you have a lawyer?
No, we don't.
Well, if you like, the court will appoint a lawyer to represent you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, that'll be all. See the court clerk.
Hey, Nick. What's the word on Salami, man?
Hey, I don't know. He hasn't got back yet.
Hey, man, one punch, huh? Hey, even the judges gotta be impressed with that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll catch you later, all right?
All right.
Hey, man, if he's convicted, what's gonna happen?
Hey, they're not gonna give him detention, you know? This is for real.
Man, he shouldn't have hit that dude.
Hey, what are you talking about?
I mean, he just wasn't doing nothing, man. Dude just walking.
Yeah, wait a minute. How do you know?
Hey, man, I was there. I saw the game.
Hey, wait a minute. Whose side are you on, anyway?
Hey, man, I'm on Salami's side.
It don't sound like it to me.
Yeah, well, I saw the game, man, and I saw it he wasn't doing nothing, okay?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what would you do if I told you I was gonna belt you in the mouth?
I wouldn't do that, Nick.
Oh, yeah, and why not?
Because I'll take you to court.
Hey, let me tell you something, wimp. Don't
Hey,
be
man,
fa-
get your hands off of me. Hey, man, come on. Hey, look, come on, man.
Hey, now what's going on here?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Just get where you're supposed to be, okay?
I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Alder.
We got nothing to talk about.
Give me a minute. Can I sit down? Now look, I know how you must feel. I can't say that I blame you.
What was Greg doing that this boy had to hit him?
I understand how you feel.
Nothing.
What you want to do to Mario, it's wrong.
What's wrong is that Greg's in hospital and this boy's out on the streets free.
Well, I can't change what was. I wish to God I could, but I can't. All I can deal with is what's going to happen. Now, Mario didn't mean any harm to Greg.
You see these trophies, mister? My son won these trophies.
Well, Greg's a fine ball player.
He was a fine ball player.
Look, Mr. Alder, I know what happened to Greg is serious, but he can come back. If not this year, then the next.
Greg's jaw is smashed. And even if they put the pieces back together, you think he's gonna play ball the same? Do you think he's gonna drive to the basket the same way, rebound the same way?
I didn't say it was gonna be easy.
I'm saying it ain't gonna be. I know what these things do.
Oh, so since we can't help Greg, we'll just make sure Salami suffers?
I'm not a priest. It's not my job to forgive.
Look, if this kid's convicted of a felony, he's gonna go to jail. It'll be like for him to try to make it through life with a record.
Let me tell you something, mister. I don't care what happens to this kid. My boy was gonna go to college and now he ain't. And you know why? Because he can't play ball. And without basketball, he's not gonna get a chance to go. I don't care. I hope they put your boy in jail and they throw away the key.
What does this mean in English?
Well, normally I would expect the district attorney to go for a simple battery. But with Mario's history of fighting and the seriousness of Greg Alder's injury, he apparently feels he can make a felony charge stick.
A felony? Look, I didn't shoot the guy, I just hit him.
Hard.
Yeah, because he was going to hit me hard.
How do you know that?
I just know it.
Can you prove it?
I thought that was your job. Hey, look, with all due respect, lady, maybe you're not the man for the job.
No, I'm certainly not the man for the job. But I'm a very competent attorney. Do you want me to defend your son or don't you?
Look, when you're in a fight, you don't got time to think. You're on automatic pilot. You're just going on instinct. Look. What happens if Mario loses the trial?
He could go to jail.
Jail? What the... Please. For how long?
2 years, 4 at the outside. But that's down the road. First, we've got a preliminary hearing.
What's that?
A judge will listen to both sides to determine whether or not the case should go to trial.
What do you think will happen?
I think he'll decide it should go to court.
Then what do I need you for? Hey.
I'm telling you what could happen, how I think the judge will interpret the evidence.
Well, what is the evidence?
According to Greg, he was simply running towards you to break up the fight when you knowingly and deliberately struck him in the face.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, man. You mean that they're gonna throw you in a slammer for taking a swipe at a guy?
Since when is hitting illegal? Next thing they're gonna make breathing illegal.
Don't worry about it, thing, Salami. We got the whole thing worked out.
Yeah? Yeah, we're gonna tell the judge everything. Elder took a swing at you, and you decked him. Fair and square.
That's perjury. What does that mean? That means you're lying.
I call it sticking up for your friends.
You know, they could throw you in jail for that, too.
For sticking up for your friends?
No, for lying.
I don't know about the law, but I know it's right. First thing my old man taught me, if you're gonna get in a fight, you throw the first punch. Am I right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, can we talk for a minute?
Sure, come on in. How you doing?
Okay.
When's the hearing?
Tomorrow.
How you feeling?
Scared.
I can't say as I blame you. Have a seat.
Coach, I don't want to go to jail.
You're not going to jail, Salami.
How do you know?
Well, I mean, what happened was an accident. You weren't looking to nail the guy, right?
Well, you know, I've been thinking about that. Ever since we saw him in the hospital. I didn't think about him before that, but seeing him all hurt and everything, it really scared me. At first, I thought, you know, I just reacted without thinking what I was doing because he was going to hit me. And then I started thinking and thinking. And I started thinking that I wanted to hit him, even if he didn't want to hit me. And then I saw him coming. Saw him coming like in slow motion. And I wanted to hit him.
You gotta stop second-guessing yourself, Salami.
Coach, do you think I'm innocent?
Sure.
Then why do I feel guilty?
You know, it's funny, when the Cowboys win, they call it a victory, and when the Indians win, it's a massacre.
People don't come to the hospital to watch television, man.
No, they don't. Now, before you call the nurse and give me the bum's rush, I'd like you to hear me out.
Look, man, you tried to work on my father, now you're trying to work on me.
Yeah, well, I don't give up so easy.
Yeah, well, neither do I, so you can just save your breath. Because I don't care what happens to your boy. I don't care what he's suffering, all right? Because I'm the one that's hurting. I'm the one that's going under the knife so they can put my face back together. I'm the one that had the chance for a basketball scholarship. I'm the one.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of strength to come back after what you've been through.
Tell me about it.
What?
Tell me about it.
I figure you already know.
That's right.
You think you got that kind of strength, Greg? You know, it's going to take a lot of guts to free-will it on the court again. Because once you start worrying about getting hurt instead of just playing your game, I don't know if you have that kind of strength. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
You trying to scare me now?
No, I just think you ought to know what you're up against.
Coach, you know and I know that you don't give a damn about me. You just doing this so I won't press charges against your boy. You do anything to get me to drop the charges.
That's right. I'd do anything or say anything to get you to drop the charges, but I'm telling you the truth. It's going to take a lot of strength for you to come back. I just think you ought to know where that kind of strength comes from. It's not here. It's here.
Hey, Coach, you don't have to worry, because I got the heart. But that kid, no matter what you say, he's gonna pay.
Please continue.
Mr. Reeves, has Mario Petrino ever gotten into trouble for fighting?
The question is leading and has absolutely nothing to do with this hearing.
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish that this incident with Greg Alder is special only in effect, and that it is the result of a dangerous and predictable pattern of behavior.
All right. Go on.
I'll repeat the question. Has Mario Petrino ever gotten into trouble for fighting?
Yeah, yes.
Once, twice?
A few times.
3, 4 times?
I don't know.
Now, is it true that you once suspended Mario from the team for fighting?
Yeah, that's right. But look, all the kids on my team get in fights. Didn't you ever get in fights when you were a kid? How about you, Your Honor? You look like you must have thrown a right or two in your time.
Just answer the questions, Mr. Reeves.
Now, would you say that Mario Petrino then has a problem with fighting?
Look, he gets into fights. I don't know if that means he has a problem. Look, I encourage the kids on my team to play a very physical game, Your Honor. So if anyone's responsible for this, it's me.
Mr. Reeves, you're not being charged with assault. Continue.
Did you see Greg Alder strike Mario Petrino before Mario struck him?
No.
Well, would you say then that Mario is a bully?
No, absolutely not.
Have you ever seen him start a fight without provocation?
No, not really.
Not really? Well, what does that mean?
Well, he's an emotional kid. He gets carried away sometimes. But that doesn't, mean that he's... I'm sure he always had a reason.
A good reason. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Reeves.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. Reeves. And call the next witness.
I'd like to call Mario Petrino to the stand.
Mario Petrino, take the stand, please. Remain standing and raise your right hand. In the matter pending in this court, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name for the record, spelling your first and last name.
Mario Petrino, M-A-R-I-O-P-T-T-R-I-N-O.
Be seated.
Mario, why did you hit Greg?
Because I thought he was going to hit me.
That's all, Mario. Your witness?
Mario, did Greg Alder hit you before you hit him?
No.
Did he raise his hand as if to strike you or make any other kind of threatening gesture?
No.
But you hit him anyway?
Yeah.
No further questions.
You may step down. You may call your next witness.
I'd like to recall Greg Alder to the stand.
Greg Alder, will you take the stand, please? May I remind you, you're still under oath.
What happened when Mario and your teammate got into this fight?
Well, it was like a free-for-all. Everybody ran out into the court.
And what did you do?
Well, when I saw Mike go down, I ran to where the fight was going on
Why?
to pull him away.
I see. Have you ever been in a fight, Greg?
Yeah?
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Like, how did it start?
A guy hit me and I hit him back.
Did you ever get into a fight where you threw the first punch?
Yeah?
Why?
Because I knew I was going to get hit first if I didn't hit.
When the fight started at Carver, you ran toward Mario.
That's right.
Weren't there other guys throwing punches?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
But you ran to Mario.
That's right.
Why?
Because he started the fight.
Your teammate already admitted that he threw the first punch.
Well, so what? So whatever. You know, he was still checking my man on the court.
Do you think you can tell when there's going to be trouble?
What do you mean?
Well, like on the street, let's say. Can you tell when some guys are looking for trouble?
Yeah,
How can you tell?
you can just tell. I mean, it's rough out there. You know, if you don't, you're not going to last too long. I mean,
Do you think it's wrong to hit somebody? What if he's going to hit you?
And then it's not wrong.
Why?
Because then it's self-defense.
What if the person you think is going to hit you really wasn't going to hit you? Is it wrong then?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. When?
It's wrong. It's wrong.
But sometimes it's hard to be sure.
No, it's not hard to be sure. I mean, if you got your wits about you, it's not hard at all.
I see. Why were you running to Mario when the fight started?
I told you I wanted to stop the fight.
By keeping them apart?
That's right.
But you actually ran past your teammate to Mario.
That's right.
Because Mario started the fight?
That's right.
What were you going to do when you got to Mario? Greg? Greg, I'll repeat the question.
I heard you the first time, all right? I was gonna hit him. I was gonna hit him, but he hit me first.
What happened?
The judge dismissed the case.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad it all worked out.
What made the older kid say what he did?
I don't know.
Kid's got a lot of heart. Thanks, man.
Man, y'all had a jive this party.
Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all
I didn't go.
stupid, drunk, act like silly fool. Y'all don't have no sense, man. Y'all don't have no sense.
Hey, what happened? Couldn't handle my passage yesterday, huh, Big C?
You're late, Bordell.
Yeah, well, that's okay, see, because practice ain't gonna start without me anyway.
Is that so?
That is so. I'm the backbone of this team here, fella. Hey, remember that.
Backbone, huh?
You got it. Oh, yeah, hey, Thorpe, I almost forgot. Hey, you know that Foxy Lane you been seeing lately?
Yeah.
Well, you ain't gonna be seeing her no more.
What?
Hey, Big C, pass me the tape, man.
You want the tape?
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey, wait a second.
Don't worry, bro. We ain't gonna stop without you.
Hey!
You sound like Coolidge trying to get out of a home economics class.
I'm just me trying to get out of jury duty. Mr. Davis will be taking on the coaching chores until I get back.
Davis, he's the wrestling coach.
He knows basketball.
Probably thinks a full court press is some kind of hold.
You cannot have a postponement unless it's medical, sir.
Well, it is. My knee.
She was scared, and she didn't want to go alone, and she made the appointment for the same time as practice.
I want to get married.
You mean to me?
Yeah, you're the father.
last good basketball we've got. Since the beginning of school, we have exactly 3 less basketballs, the good kind, than when we started.
I'm clean, Coach.
Nobody's accusing you, Coolidge. Point is that aside from the missing basketballs, I've been told we're missing a volleyball, 2 jump ropes, a softball, etc., etc. Now, since we're the last ones in the gym, we're responsible for seeing that the cage is locked. Therefore, I'm posting a rotation. Everybody on this team, you too, Coolidge, even though you're not playing, are part of this rotation. Make sure that that locker room is locked up, all right? All right, I want to see 3 lines. Let's go, let's go! Come on.
Oh, no. No. I'm supposed to meet with Roseanne.
Tough luck, fella, hey?
Hey, Salami, do me a favor. Switch with me.
Oh, no, can't do it. Gotta bring the Motel California in for a much-needed tune-up.
Hey, Wardell, how about you? You want to switch?
Sorry, my man, but I'm gonna give Denise another shot at going out with me later.
Hey, it's the luck of the draw, Irish. You pay your money and take your chances.
Yeah, you know what they say. Somebody's got to do it. In this case, it's you.
Patty, come on, stop.
Hey, what's the matter?
Look, it's nearly 9 o'clock. I gotta get to class.
Come on, 5 more minutes.
Okay. No, come on. I gotta go to class.
Okay,
Patty.
2 minutes.
Look, I already told you my mom's going out this afternoon. You can come over there, okay? All right? Okay? Patty? I gotta go. Goodbye.
Hey, Roseanne, you just gonna walk out of here and leave me all high and dry?
High and dry? No, you're in the shower. Why don't you take one?
Hey, that's real funny, Roseanne. I don't believe it. Oh, hi, Coach.
Fella, hey, what are you doing here?
All the hot water in our building's dead, and all the plumbing was out, so I decided to come over here and take a shower instead. That's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You sure you want to take a shower?
Well, I already did.
Oh.
Hey, Coach, I was wondering if it'd be okay if I missed practice this afternoon.
What's the matter, fella?
Well, my old lady, she's sick.
What's the matter with your mother?
Oh, it's nothing serious. She just hasn't been feeling well lately. And this morning she asked me if I could take care of my little brother this afternoon while she went to see the doctor because she couldn't get anyone to come over and make a house call.
All right, well, that's no problem. You want to bring your little brother to practice?
Oh, yeah, I would, but you see, I've got to go pick him up at the daycare center first, so by the time we got back...
Okay, fella, hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Coach. I appreciate it.
There goes Petrino. He's gonna shoot over Jabbar. Yes, the 6'8" boy wonder from Carver High. Yes!
Hey! What's happening? Happiness is LA. What's the matter with you? It's nothing.
Hey, why are you so happy?
Well, Roseanne's mother's gonna be out of the house this afternoon for about 2 hours. I'm gonna go over and meet her after my last class.
What about practice, Chumpus?
Hey, Salami, there are a lot of things I can do, but being in 2 places at one time ain't one of them.
Yeah, well, if the coach finds out, you may even be able to do that.
Coach knows. I told him some story about my old lady being sick.
Oh, yeah, and he went for that.
Hey, he's in fine form.
Sounds like the coach is slipping to me.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, if you're not gonna go to practice, then who's gonna stay afterwards to lock up the equipment room?
I guess one of you guys.
Hey, man, I thought that was supposed to be your responsibility.
Hey, I'd do it for you.
Since when? I'll tell you, I'd hate to be stuck in your little red booties if the coach finds out you're lying.
How's he gonna find out?
We'll tell.
Hey, I gotta go. You guys think of me while you run on your laps.
I can feel the tension mounting. Carver versus Keeler.
Yeah, just like the Knicks and Boston.
Hey, it's gonna be some kind of game, man. I hear Keeler's really up for it, too. The word is they're gonna be out for blood.
Yeah, well, they're gonna get it if we play like we practice and this ankle don't heal.
I hate to say it, Cool, but you're right, man. We stunk yesterday.
Yeah, well, let's try to get in a couple of good practices, you know? I mean, like, really bust some butts.
Yeah, he's right. So this afternoon, if we're gonna beat those guys, we gotta get it together.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna save my juice for the real thing. I'm like Reggie Jackson. He's a money man, just like me.
Patty? Patty, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
I'll meet you guys a little bit later.
What's going on, Roseanne?
Patty, there's a problem.
Well, what kind of problem?
Well, I think I'm pregnant.
What do you mean you think?
Well, that's what I said. I think. I mean, I don't know, but I have to go downtown this afternoon to the clinic to take the test and everything.
Well, so I'll call you tonight and I'll see what happens.
No, I want you to come with me. It's 3:30 this afternoon.
No. I got practice at 3:30.
Look, is it going to kill anybody if you miss one practice?
It's not one, Roseanne. I missed practice the other day when your mother was out.
All right, one practice, two practice. I mean, what's the difference, Patty?
Look, just make it for another time.
I can't make it for another time. Patty, come on, man. I'm scared. I don't want to go there by myself.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Please.
All right, let's see.
According to this, I may have already won $250,000.
That's being put loose with $250,000, isn't it?
Makes me feel richer throwing it away like that. What are you talking about? Overdue. I paid this bill last month.
Want me to get your $250,000 back out of the waste can? Enter.
It's going to take long, Fallahay. We have a faculty meeting here.
No, I just wanted to let you know that I don't think I'm going to be able to make practice today.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I pulled something somewhere in my leg.
So you're telling me you won't be able to play against Keeler?
I didn't say that. I think I'll be ready by then. I just don't think I'm going to be able to make practice.
Because you hurt your leg?
Right.
Right. You're a bad liar, Fallahay.
I'm not lying. I just must have come down on it wrong this morning when I got out of bed. Hasn't that ever happened to you?
All right, number one, you get a note from the nurse confirming your muscle pull. And number two, muscle pull or no, you show up in the gym 3:30 sharp.
What if I hurt myself? I could endanger my whole
I
career.
didn't say you had to suit up, but you'll be in the gym on time.
What a bunch of con artists. You know, I actually believed him at first.
That's the difference between you and me.
What difference?
Instinct. The moment he walked through the door, I knew he was going to tell me a lie about something.
How'd you know that?
Experience. Oh, no.
What is it?
I got a notice here from the Superior Court County of Los Angeles.
Open it up.
Why would the Superior Court be sending me a notice about anything? Must be that parking ticket I never paid.
That would be the municipal court.
That's right.
Well, once you open up and find what's in it, it's probably nothing.
Right. Yeah, right. Oh, no. No.
What is it?
Not me. No way.
Come in.
You got a minute?
Well, it depends. Is it business or social?
Business.
Have a seat.
It'll just take a minute, really. I need your help.
What's the problem?
This.
Ah, you've been called for jury duty. Okay, don't worry about it. I can assign Ezra to your health education classes, and I'm sure he can supervise the team for the next couple of weeks.
You don't understand, Sybil. I want you to help me get out of this.
Get out of it.
Yeah, it'll just take a minute. Just write a note saying that my duties at Carver are such that they preclude my being available for the, and et cetera. Why not?
Because it's not true. Ezra can cover for you while you're gone.
This means 2 weeks. This means I'll miss both the South and the Keeler game. You know how important the Keeler game is?
Do you ever play a game that is not important?
Keeler is the team we had to beat last year to win the division championship. This is not just another game. There's a lot of pride on the line here.
So what about your civic pride?
Well, right now, that's not my strong suit.
Well, then you get yourself a postponement. They allow that.
I've already had a postponement. I need something official.
You know, I'm surprised you're not taking this a little bit more seriously. You sound like Coolidge trying to get out of a home economics class.
I'm just me trying to get out of jury duty.
Well, I'm not going to lie to help you do it.
Why not?
Because it's your responsibility. And besides, with you gone, there might be a little peace and quiet around here for 2 weeks.
Hey.
Oh, I was starting to get worried. I didn't think you were going to show up.
Look, I can't go. I tried, but the coach is definitely not going to buy my act.
What am I going to do?
Can't you just make it for another time?
No, I can't make it for another time.
Look, I want to go, but this is not a good time for me.
Yeah, but it's the only time for me. Look, my mother's going out this afternoon, so she's not going to be around to ask me questions about where I've been or anything. You know what an eye she keeps on me. She always knows when I'm lying.
Can't you get somebody else to go?
Look, this is your responsibility, too.
I know that.
Then why are you trying to get out of it?
I'm not trying to get out of it. I want to go.
Well, then think of something, please.
Tell the coach the truth?
No!
Then what do you want from me?
Please skip practice. At least it'll give you enough time to come up with something better. Please. I want you to come with me, please.
Okay, let's go.
What are you talking about, man? Shut up, man. Shut up.
All right, settle down, you guys. Listen up. Because of circumstances beyond my control, I'm going to be out of here, possibly for a couple of weeks.
You can't suspend you?
If you must know, I got jury duty.
Coach, you're going to be on a jury?
I find the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree and sentence him to 150,000 laps.
Hey, Coach, if you need anybody to take over the team while you're gone, you can ask me. And
Thanks just the same, Stone. Mr. Davis will be taking on the coaching chores until I get back.
Davis, he's the wrestling coach.
He knows basketball.
He knows basketball. He probably thinks a full court press is some kind of hold.
Yeah, what if when a crucial part of the game he decides to run a half Nelson?
If Davis tells you to stand on your heads, do it. You got that? Treat him the same way you treat me. No, I take that back. Show him a little respect, all right? Now, let's get out on the court. Wait a minute. Where's Falahay? It's a good workout. Do your laps and hit the showers.
You believe that guy not showing up for practice?
I thought he was going to be late. I can't believe he skipped out, though.
Maybe he had a good reason.
Good reason, Mike Foot. He knows what this game means, so he just doesn't give a damn. That's all.
hey, fellas, maybe he got hit by a car or something.
Hey, we know what he got hit by. 1981 Roseanne Matthews.
Question is, what do we do about it?
Take matters into our own hands. What else?
I like to take that Roseanne Matthews in my own hand. That chick's a fuck.
Roseanne Matthews. Wasn't she tight with that Spanish dude?
Oh, where you been? They broke up a couple of months ago.
Ole! Hey, fellas, he broke up with her a couple of Mexico.
Keep your eye on the Mitchell kid. He likes to goof off. Oh, and make sure that Coolidge runs an extra 10 laps every day. He's getting fat.
Sure. I'll feed the cat, pack up the newspaper, and make sure the lights are out.
I'm not going to be going that long.
2 weeks is a long time, old buddy.
Not going to be 2 weeks if I can help it.
Are you kidding? Those trials sometimes last for months.
I'll tell them I can only serve on one of the short ones. You know, something easy with fingerprints all over the place and 10 eyewitnesses.
Those cases never go to trial. They always cop a plea. But who knows, maybe you'll be lucky and the defendant will hang himself in his own cell.
You know, you're making me feel guilty.
Well, you should feel right at home because the courtroom is loaded with people who feel exactly the same way. Anyway, what do you want me to do about Falahay?
No, I think I'll handle that myself when I get back. You know, maybe I still ought to try to get out of this thing. I mean, I'm not going to be thinking about the case. I'll be sitting there thinking about the Keeler game, doing diagrams in my head.
Tell it to the judge.
I may do that.
See you later.
Oh, Coach, hold up.
We need to talk to you, Coach.
Right now?
It won't take long.
What's the problem?
It's Davis. You can't leave him with us for 2 weeks.
Huh. We were talking to him a little after practice, man. He just ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, we're never gonna be Keeler with Davis as coach.
Come on, it's not the coach. It's the players that win or lose games.
Come on, Coach. Now's no time to be modest. I mean, we need you.
There's nothing I can do about it. I have this notice to serve for jury duty.
So, just ignore it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
How about I can get held in contempt of court and fined? How's that?
That's a small price to pay for beating Keeler.
Besides, Coach, you don't really believe they're gonna lock you up for not showing. I mean, they put that kind of stuff on notices all the time to scare you into going. I mean, you don't scare that easy, do you?
All right, fellas, I feel as bad about it as you do.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do anything about it except get in my car right now and go home.
Oh, come on. Hey, Coach, how you feeling? Feeling pretty good?
What is it, New York?
Look, if you're really gonna do this jury thing this week, I got this cousin who's gotta go down to juvenile court Thursday. Thinking maybe you can put in a good word.
I
What do
don't
you
think so, Vitalia.
Oh, come on. His name is Ernie Mullally. I brought it down for you.
No. Goodbye, New York.
You don't have to get excited. I mean, you know.
We talk too much.
Have your slip, please. Thank you. Sign the register here. Name, date, and time. You'll have 1 hour for lunch. Be sure to sign the register when you come in the morning. When you return from lunch in the afternoon, take a seat and call your name.
All right. You would not cigarette on you, would you? I left mine in the car.
No, I'm sorry. I don't smoke.
Haven't seen you here before. This your first day?
Yeah.
This is my 5th. Keeping my fingers crossed. 5 more days and I'll be out of here.
You mean they haven't called you yet?
Not yet.
You mean I'm supposed to wait here 8 hours a day for them to call me and they might not?
Oh, it's not so bad. I bring a pillow with me and snooze.
That's great.
Hey, looks like we're gonna get some action now. There comes a bailiff. That means the case has come up. Keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah.
Will the following people come to the front of the room when you hear your name called? Agnes Jones, Richard Marks, Julie Leto, Art Logan, Lou Gordon, Philip Brody, and David Shapiro. Take him out.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing all this stuff? What are you, a model?
Yes?
My name's Ken.
Carol.
I haven't seen you here before. Is this your first day?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too. From what I understand, if you get through the first week, they let you off for the second.
I don't mind being here that much. I think it's kind of interesting.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. What do you do?
I model.
Oh, yeah, you said.
What do you do?
Me? I coach high school basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
I love basketball.
You're kidding.
No. My father has season tickets to the Lakers games, and I go every chance I get.
Oh, yeah, I used to play pro ball.
You did?
Yeah.
With who?
Chicago.
Oh, it's really nice to meet you.
Same here.
So, I take it you'd rather be someplace else than here?
Not anymore. You ever served on a jury before?
No. How about you?
Will the following people
First time
come
for
to
me,
the front
too.
of the
The
room
guy
when your
said that
name
we
is
get a lunch
called?
break. I know this great Italian
Carol
restaurant 3 blocks away
Redding?
with the most...
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. I've got to go.
Oh.
Prentice
It was nice
Moreland.
meeting you, Ben.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
Could you tell me how long I'm going to have to wait around here before my name is called?
No, sir. Just take the slips, put them in a little box, take them out. It's just like a lottery, you know. Take a seat. We'll call you.
I don't know if I told you, but I'm a teacher at Carver High, and this was really bad timing because we're very understaffed right now, and I was wondering if maybe I could get a postponement of jury duty because, I mean, I'm just sitting here doing nothing, and like I say, we're shorthanded.
And you want a postponement of jury duty?
You're right.
You know, we're pretty shorthanded ourselves.
Yeah, well, why don't you call me sometime during the summer? I mean, school's out. There won't be a problem.
So you feel you really need to get back to school?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ken Reeves.
Reeves. Well, Mr. Reeves, according to this, you've already had a postponement.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that was because I was going to be out of town.
And you say the school that you teach is real shorthanded.
Uh-huh.
Is it an emergency?
An emergency?
Can't have a postponement unless it's an emergency.
Well, what do you mean exactly when you say emergency?
Emergency. A pressing necessity or urgency.
Okay, it's an emergency.
Is it medical?
Medical?
You cannot have a postponement unless it's medical, sir.
Well, it is. My knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Reeves, you sign that and bring it back with a note of confirmation.
From school?
From a doctor.
I'll be back in a couple hours.
Sure.
Sam, what's happening, bro?
What's happening, Thor?
Hey, listen, man, you seen Fallahay?
No, man, I haven't seen him.
All right, if you see him, tell him we're looking for him, all right?
All right, we'll do.
All right, man.
Yeah, don't forget.
Later on.
See you, Sam.
Make sure you do
Hey, Pat.
Hey, how you doing, Sammy?
You see your friends yet?
Who?
Thorpe and them guys.
No, I ain't seen them. Why?
'Cause they're looking for you, and they told me to tell you.
Thanks, Sam.
They look kind of mad, too.
Hey, was that a party or what, man?
It was live.
There he is.
Where were you yesterday?
Look, I'm sorry about practice. I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we noticed.
Look, I couldn't help it. My uncle died. I had to go over to my aunt's house.
Oh, yeah? Gee, I'm sorry to hear that, fella. Hey, really I am. How old was he?
65.
No kidding? Hey, man, well, that's not that old. What'd he die of?
A heart attack.
Oh, wow. Hey, maybe we can send some flowers.
Come on,
Thanks,
Stone.
but don't bother.
Hey, contraire, I think it is necessary. I mean, we're teammates, right? I mean, teammates should send flowers when somebody in the family dies, don't you think?
Okay. I'll send some flowers myself and sign for you guys.
Hey, now that's a great idea. We all can chip in.
Wait a minute. What if I want to send something special myself?
Thanks, but don't bother, Vitalia.
No, it's no bother. Which uncle was it?
It's my mother's brother.
How old did you say he was?
I told you 60.
I thought you said he was 65.
60 or 65? What difference does it make?
Oh, come on, fella. Hey, come on.
Okay. I was with Roseanne. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, she's a fox. I don't know what you want me to say. It was one practice. One!
Yeah, right. One practice, man. Coolidge is out with a bad ankle. You don't show up. You know what this game means to us. Although, obviously, it doesn't mean a damn thing to you.
Look, I can make it up to you during the game. Just throw me the ball and I'll...
No, we don't even know if you'll be around the next game.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that maybe you ought to think about quitting the team.
Who made you coach?
Revolutionary justice, brother. We can't carry dead weight.
Look, I got news for you. I don't take orders from any of you guys.
Hey, look, let me explain something to you, all right? There's a lot of things around here that we don't have. But the one thing we do have is this team. Now, somebody comes around and screws it up, he's gone.
Okay, listen, you really want to know what happened? Roseanne told me a few days ago that she was pregnant.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me sit down for this.
Anyway, she set up an appointment at the clinic to take the test. She was scared, and she didn't want to go alone, and she made the appointment for the same time as practice.
I don't know. I like the other one better, about the uncle dying. How about you?
I don't know. I think, no, it's not bad for spur of the moment.
I would have liked it better if you had started with Once Upon a Time.
I'm telling you the damn truth.
Hey, listen, it was a nice try, fella, hey?
I'm disappointed.
Terribly.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
What are you doing here, fella? He practices out there.
I know that.
Are you sick or something?
No.
Well, if you're not sick, you better get out there. You in enough trouble with Coach Reeves already for missing last practice?
Look, I had my reasons.
I don't want to hear it. Save it for Coach Reeves. Now get suited up and get out there.
Yes.
court. That's good. Keep it moving. No fancy stuff.
Didn't I tell you not to bother getting suited up?
Look, no one blow a whistle. Keep the lamps going. Fallahey, where are you going?
Let him go, Coach. We don't need him anyway.
Come in.
Good morning. Just want to let you know I'm back.
What are you doing here?
I work here. Remember, I coach basketball.
You know what I mean. What about jury duty?
I got out of it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm being sarcastic.
So am I. Thanks for the coffee. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, have you seen Ezra?
He's in the teacher's lounge.
Thanks.
Well, I did it.
You got out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't even that hard. I just told him I was needed at school. I wanted to tell you so you know you don't have to double up for me.
Don't you feel guilty?
Guilty about what?
You know, lying to get out of jury duty.
Well, it wasn't really a lie. Oh, okay. It was a little white lie, but what's the big deal?
Nothing. If you don't feel guilty about it, great.
Hey, Coach, I thought you were going to be gone for 2 weeks.
You got the Keeler game, right? We got work to do.
Hey, listen, Coach, what are you going to do about Fallahey, about him skipping practice?
That's between me and Fallahey, but the Keeler game is just as important to me as it is to you guys. So whatever I do with Fallahey will be after the game.
We don't want him in the Keeler game.
I don't even know if we want him on the team.
Let's get something straight. The only person around here who decides who's on the team and who's off, who plays, who doesn't, is me.
You don't seem to understand, Coach. Fallahey doesn't care.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, all of a sudden his overactive thyroid is more important than we are.
What do you mean, he was with a girl?
Yeah, and he tried to lie his way out of it, but we nailed him.
Look, you guys aren't too high on my list for saying to it either, so just because Fallahey misses one practice, don't come marching in here like some moral majority.
It wasn't just one practice.
What do you mean?
Remember a few days ago when he came to you and said his mother was sick?
Yeah?
Well, she was about as sick as you are.
How do you know that?
He told us.
You want to see me?
Sit down. How's your mother feeling?
Oh, good.
Better. Great, I'm glad to hear it. I hear she made a remarkable recovery, as in from not sick to not sick.
Hey, look, don't... No, you look. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull? You go to practice like everybody else goes to practice. I don't care if you got a hot date with Miss America. You have a responsibility to this team.
I can explain.
I've had it with your explanation.
Look, I'm tired of everybody coming down on my case.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Well, you may not have to, because the way I'm feeling, I'm thinking of bouncing you from the team.
For what, missing practice?
For lying and shirking your responsibilities.
I don't believe this. You wanted to talk. I hear you weaseled your way out of jury duty, but then I guess there's no one that can bounce you off the team.
Come on.
Oh, you were right.
About what?
I never should have tried to get out of jury duty. I mean, for a while there, I thought I'd gotten away with something, but it all caught up with me, sort of like a boomerang.
What brought this on?
Fallahey lied his way out of practice last week.
Oh. Let's see if I remember this correctly now. The difference between you and me is instinct. I mean, you know when the kid was lying and when he was telling the truth.
All right, don't rub it in. The thing is, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it.
Yes, you are.
Now, what?
You know exactly what you're going to do about it, or exactly what you should do about it.
You mean suspend him? I'd feel like a hypocrite.
Well, you ain't got nobody to blame for that but yourself, old buddy.
Oh, you're not going to let me off easy, are you?
No way.
Patty, wait up. I gotta talk to you.
What about?
I got the reports back from the clinic.
And what is it?
It's positive.
You mean you're pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What am I gonna do?
Is that all you can think about is what you're gonna do?
You know, I'm a little tired of everybody telling me that.
Yeah, well, baby, it's true.
Well, so what if it is? Maybe people should take a little bit more time just to think about themselves.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm thinking of myself. Patty, I'm gonna have a baby. Look, I want to get married.
You what?
I want to get married.
You mean to me?
Yeah, you're the father.
I can't get married.
Why not?
This is not gonna work out, that's why not.
There's no reason that it couldn't work out. I mean, look, you said you loved me.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, because it's not true.
But you said you did.
Look, I know what I said. I should have never said it. It never should have been said. It's not true.
Yeah, but it doesn't change anything.
Can't you get an abortion?
No, I'm not getting any abortion. I'm having a baby, and that baby deserves a right to a mother and a father.
Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna live?
I don't know. Look, we could just announce we're gonna get married. We can live at my parents' house. It's no problem, believe me.
You must be crazy. You're not serious.
Patty, I was never more serious in my life.
I don't even believe this.
Hey, Bum, the coach bounced you, huh?
Yeah, well, it didn't take too much after you guys ratted on me.
That's too bad.
Sort of funny. Really makes no difference anyway. I'm thinking about quitting school.
Good, great.
Roseanne's test came back to positive. She's pregnant. Gonna have to marry her.
I mean, you mean you were really telling the truth about all that stuff?
I only wish I had been lying. I don't want to marry her. I don't love her. Hell, I don't even know if I like her.
Hey, Patty, man, listen, I'm sorry. If there's anything we can do...
There's nothing nobody can do.
Wait a minute, sure there's something we can do. Hey, listen, all you gotta do is get 3 guys to go down to court and testify that they were with her before you were, that's all.
So I tell you, all you're talking about is more lying. That's how I got in this trouble in the first place.
Hey, Patty, man, talk to you later.
What can you do? It's tough.
You did the right thing.
I overreacted is what I did. I tried to make a right out of 2 wrongs. Look, because I lied to get out of jury duty, which I admit was wrong, it put me on the defensive with Fallahay, and I was twice as tough on him as I needed to be.
I still think you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, you're not me. See you out there. All right, you got your matchups. You're all going to look to help out on this guy Jacobs because we haven't got the big man tonight, all right? You know what we're going to do on offense and on defense, but the important thing is tempo. You got to slow the ball down or these guys will run you into the ground, all right? You got any questions? You're going to look for this half-court trap, right? Okay, the important thing now is think patience. Slow it down. We'll be able to come out of this with a victory. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go!
complains about that, but you gotta settle down and keep blowing your cool. Now look for the open man and start talking to each other on defense, all right? Don't go berserk. Now, look, starting five, sit down and just cool out. Get your win and think about what you want to do out there, all right?
Come on, guys, look.
All right?
Hey. That low post, man, you gotta pick him up. Let's go. Come on.
Man, I wanted to win that game.
Hey, we would have won if somebody hit their free throws and they'd been in their game.
Hey, none of us won. None of us.
Please, man. Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, I had Fallahay on my mind all night.
What's the point of working on a game plan all week and then we don't follow it? Same instructions again and again, and we fall apart out there. We don't do it.
Who is it?
It's me, Patty.
Oh, hi.
So your mother here?
No, she's working. She'll be home in a couple hours, though.
So you haven't told her yet?
Well, no, I figured it'd be better if we told her together, don't you?
Yeah.
Listen, come on in. Can I get you something to drink or something?
No, nothing.
Listen, Patty. I was doing some thinking this afternoon. You know that extra room that we have upstairs?
Yeah.
I figured that maybe we could use that for a crib, you know? And then you and me, at any rate, might sleep downstairs. Or maybe Mom and Dad could sleep downstairs and we could have the bedroom. What do you think?
Oh, sure.
Oh, come on, Patty. It's going to be okay. Listen, I'm going to be a very good mother. Hey, you know what? I signed up for a course in natural childbirth. And they said at the meeting that you need a partner. I thought, that's great. It'll give you a way to be involved in this whole thing.
What did you just say to me?
Look, don't worry, Patty. It's just one night a week. It's no big deal. It's real simple stuff, you know. It's...
You went?
Yeah.
When?
What do you mean?
You went to class already, and yet you just found out that you were pregnant today? And you're here with me now?
Well, no, what...
How could you go to class?
Well, because what I did was...
You were already pregnant.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You knew it. You had to. Why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you, Patty.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Tomorrow, you and me, we're going to go down and we're going to go see a doctor.
No.
Yes, we are. Why? Because you're lying?
I'm not lying to you, Patty.
I'm not the father, am I? Am I? Talk to me, Roseanne.
No. Patty, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't know what else to do. Patty, please help me. You got to.
Roseanne. Hey. Come here. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Listen. Promise.
No.
Okay. Look. Right?
Well.
Come on. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
On the house, okay?
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
Hi, Ken. Tough game last night.
I don't know what was the matter with those guys if they just followed the game plan.
Isn't that what Napoleon said at Waterloo?
I wouldn't know. History wasn't one of my strongest subjects.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. George Santayana said that.
Is that right?
That's right.
Why do I feel like I'm getting needled?
Ken, the first legitimate school rivalry that Carver has had in 20 years. The most important game you had to lie your way out of jury duty to attend. You don't even win the game.
Sybil, come on, don't rub it in.
Why not? It's fun.
Oh, all right. Okay, I've had enough. I give in, and I'm going.
Well, you don't have to leave. Aw.
Don't go.
Aw. Life is tough, you know.
Good back door. All right, Stone. Nice move. All right. You got to get rid of the ball, Mitchell. You got the open man, Franklin, right here. What? I do something for you, Falahay?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could talk to you. Actually, talk to the whole team. I'm kind of the guy that pretty much gets things his own way. I mean, you know, I kind of take without thinking about it. And I know you guys think I'm crazy, punching and hitting, being tough. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Thorpe, you said that we ain't got a lot down here outside the team, and you're right. And God knows this team has been good to me. I screwed up, and I'm sorry for a lot of reasons. Well, that's all I really want to say.
It's the wrong door, Falahay. Locker room's this way unless you're going to change in the corridor. Come on, let's go. Come on, Mitchell, we got the out of bounds. Let's run a 1-2-2. All right.
Tough practice, man.
Listen, did you figure out what you're gonna do? You mean about Roseanne?
I ain't gonna do nothing. I want my kid.
You mean to tell me she was trying to pin the rap on you?
No, she's just scared. She's been pregnant a long time.
So what's she gonna do?
I don't know, really. I was with her when she told her mother. We stayed up most of the night talking. I helped her as much as I could.
Yeah, well, that was a decent thing to do. Glad to have you back, man.
Thanks. Hey, Thorpe, with this Good Samaritan stuff, can you keep it under your hat so you don't ruin my reputation?
Yeah, right.
Hi. Remember me?
Who could forget you?
Yeah, well, I looked up the word emergency in a dictionary in a school library, and I decided it didn't apply to me, so I'm back.
You know, I get a lot of people through here with a bunch of lame excuses why they cannot serve jury duty. But you're the first nut that ever got away with it and came back.
That was the first time for everything.
Just have a seat. We'll call you. Will the following people come to the front of the room when you hear your name? Nancy Fukunaga, Robert Long, Ken Reeves, Richard Leto.
So what happened?
So the jury's deadlocked 11-1 for guilty, and guess who the lone not guilty vote is?
I can't imagine.
You got it, but I figure I gotta vote my conscience right, and it wasn't easy. Because all the circumstantial evidence pointed to this kid being guilty, but there was something about the kid's story that rang true.
So you believe the defendant?
Yeah, and you know why?
Instinct.
Sure, I figured it. I can tell when a kid is lying or not, and I gotta go with my instincts, right?
So what happened?
So the jury's deadlocked 11-1, and everybody's nerves are on edge, and the foreman's talking about declaring a hung jury.
Because you're holding out for not guilty.
Right.
On instinct.
Right.
So what happened?
So the judge calls us back into the court and tells us we're all dismissed.
Why?
The kid changed his plea to guilty in return for a reduced sentence.
That's instinct.
Yeah.
I gave you an A, Teddy. Yeah, but everybody got an A. He's on a pass.
Teddy.
He's just walking through it. What I do with my class is my business. Now, it's none of yours.
David, that's not fair. It's everybody's business. You can't just stop caring just like that.
Who are you to talk to me about caring? Say what?
You got $5, man. We'll personally guarantee that nobody messes with your car.
Hey, man. You could have knocked me down the stairs.
That is quite a load you carry.
Was carrying. I got caught in the express lane.
Kinesiology?
Sure, the treatment of various diseases by means of gymnastics or muscular actions.
What is all this for?
For me.
For you, a little light reading, I suppose.
Well, it's a required course for my master's degree in physical education.
Oh, I see. I thought
quickly
all
you
you had to
forget.
do to get a master's in PE was to jump rope very, very
Oh,
fast.
that's cute. You got to know a lot of things like kinesiology, physiology, administration, excuse me, quantitative analysis. I could go on, you know.
Oh, well, don't, please.
I mean, it's not like you can just stand in line for a postgraduate degree with your hand up.
Like you do when you get a high school diploma.
You said that again.
So what brings you back to the halls of higher learning?
Money.
I realize we're under severe budget restrictions, Sybil, but I think we should have mirrors in the bathrooms.
We already have them.
I'm talking about the student bathrooms.
You put mirrors in the bathrooms, guaranteed they're smashed within a week.
Expect the worst, get the worst. Expect the best, and you'll get the best.
It's a noble thought, Eleanor, but these kids carry knives, not combs.
And guns.
And books. Only occasionally.
What we need are security guards and metal detectors, not mirrors.
Sure, we should have an armed camp with watchtowers and barbed wire, machine guns. Crying out loud, Ballerini.
Well, it's impossible for me to teach, Mr. Reeves. I'm spending all my time disciplining a few juvenile delinquents instead of teaching the kids who really want to learn.
So what's the answer?
Prison.
Oh, come on, Todd.
No, I'm serious. When I was a kid, if you got out of line in school, the teacher would switch you behind so you couldn't sit for a week. Now, you look at a kid the wrong way, and he'll take you to court and win.
Tom is right. In order to maintain classroom order, the kids have to be afraid of something. But I tell you, these kids are not afraid of anything. And they have no respect.
You make it sound like they're criminals, though. We're talking about high school students.
Well, you wouldn't understand, Ken. You're bigger than they are.
Well, look, there may be a handful of bullies, but...
Well, armed to the teeth.
Yeah, but the majority of Carver students are very interested in getting a good education. You make this sound like it's a war.
Your kids voluntarily show up every afternoon at the gym raring to go. It's not the same in the classroom. There are no pep rallies before an algebra class.
Maybe there should be.
All right. Hey.
respect.
Now, let's not turn this into a barroom brawl. We've got classes to go to. We'll continue this dialogue at our next meeting, all right?
Hey, David, you busy?
Hey, Ken, come on in.
I missed you last week. How's the back?
Well, I won't be working out with your team anytime soon, but it's feeling a lot better today. Hey, thanks for that referral. What do you got there?
Yes? A little physiology. Watch this. Tendinitis. A tendon is a bank or cord of dense or fibrous tissue forming determination of a muscle. Not bad, huh?
Isn't that bursitis?
No, bursitis is the inflammation of a bursa. Not bad, huh?
Good old tennis elbow.
Yeah, well, you ought to know.
Man, all the problems I've been having lately, I'm practically a certified chiropractor. So what is all this for?
Big test coming up. And to tell you the truth, my study habits aren't what they used to be.
More school?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get all of your energy?
Amphetamines.
Well, let me have some.
Hey, seriously, you got any more trouble with that back? Don't waste your money on fancy doctors. Come to me. I got a room full of all the bandages and braces that were ever invented.
You're on.
By the way, where were you this morning when I needed you?
What do you mean?
In a conference this morning. Bellerini and Louise Bradley are out headhunting, and there you are, a silent majority of one.
Well, you were holding your own.
Oh, you think so?
No, but then Bill Bradley used to always eat you up, too.
Come on, only when he was hot and I wasn't getting any help.
Oh, meaning my grandstanding for the 400th time would have made a difference.
Couldn't have hurt.
Well, what can I say? I enjoy watching the white guy in the minority for a change.
Next time I go out on a limb, I'll know who to call.
I'm in the book.
How's Luann?
She's great.
No more poker nights, though.
Well, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. A little security for an ex-radical, huh?
Yeah.
Give him my best.
See you.
No, man, I'm telling you.
What did I tell you?
I don't believe it. I see it with my very own eyes, but I still don't believe it.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, we were just about to ask you that. What does it look like? I'm studying.
I don't believe it.
Are you feeling okay?
I feel fine, just fine.
Rutherford, as a member of the prestigious Carver High basketball team, you have to remember that you're carrying on a long and distinguished tradition. I mean, studying is déclassé.
You're in my light, Morris.
Hey, well, listen to yours truly then, man. You're taking this whole school gig too seriously, Teddy.
This book ain't even got any pictures in it.
Hey, give me that.
You know, you're becoming a real drag.
Finished? Because I have a lot of work to do.
Get a load of him. Just because he can read, he thinks he's something special.
Yeah, and think of all the dirty hands that have touched it.
Not to mention the dirty minds.
Look, beat it, okay? Or I'll make you wear the book.
You know, this could become habit-forming, Rutherford. If I were you, I'd be careful.
Yeah. Hey, and I can see it now. Goody two-shoes ODs on books.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay, really.
Mr. Mackey.
You got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I have to do this paper for Miss Jensen's English class, and I was wondering if you mind giving me a quick interview.
Me? Well, what about?
Well, see, it's supposed to be a biography, as in Winston Churchill, Jackie Robinson, you know, guys like that. But see, I thought that you might make an interesting one.
Churchill and Robinson, that's pretty heavy company. Well, why me?
Well, you're the closest thing to Martin Luther King that Carver has.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, you were in Mississippi during the voters' registration drive. You were even arrested for it.
What? I mean, did you see my picture in a post office or something?
No, my old man told me about it.
Well, I was only 18 at the time.
Well, he didn't mean it badly. I mean, even Martin Luther King spent some nights in jail. Did you know Dr. King?
No, not personally.
My old man, he said he saw you address a school board meeting once. Said you gave a fire and brimstone speech that turned into a revival meeting. So you were quite the activist in your time, huh?
Well, I could probably tell you a thing or two.
So you do the interview?
Look, let me think about it.
Okay, thanks.
And this is what led to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Who can tell me what that act stated? Listen, no talking in the back, please. Who can tell me what the Voting Rights Act of 1965 stated and what it meant to the people of this country? And what it will someday mean to the people sitting in this classroom.
Yo, Smacky. Smacky.
Gerald?
It gave every citizen the right to own a gun.
Anybody else? The Voting Rights Act of 1965. You know, it's a sad day when a teacher can't turn his back on his students, Gerald.
Man, you're always coming down on me for everything. You don't know who threw that. Could have been anyone.
Go to the principal's office. Now.
Hey, man, get your hand off me.
You can go walking or crawling.
Hey, man, I'm going. I'm going. This time.
Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed during the Johnson administration.
Nice wheels.
Thanks. Would you mind getting off my car, please?
Back left tire looks like you could spring a leak. Yeah, this front tire looks a little weak, too. You got $5?
Say what?
And you got $5, man. We'll personally guarantee that nobody messes with your car.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
These days, you can't be too sure, mister. I mean, somebody might throw a rock through your windshield, kick in a door.
If my car looks so much as leaned on, I'm calling a cop.
And he'll tell you what you already know. You need a new windshield. Hey, $5, man. We'll look after it for you.
Coffee's ready. David, if you don't get up, you're going to be late for school. David, come on, get up.
Is your back hurting you? Your back.
Yeah.
You were really restless last night in your sleep.
Yeah, I know. I had a bad dream.
What was it?
What else? School 7 days a week.
Do you want me to call Dr. Ellis?
For what? No sense wasting good money for nothing.
Oh, come on, David. Ken says he's the best back specialist around.
Tell it to my aching back.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think that you shouldn't have played touch football last weekend.
Had nothing to do with it.
Mondays are always the worst.
No, baby. Mondays are just the first.
Well, if you want to stay in bed, I'll call you in sick.
Now, that's a good idea. You call him and tell him David Mackey has filed for early retirement so he can spend more time on his yacht.
Who introduced required physical education among college co-eds?
Now, don't tell me. I know that one. Marianne, what's her name? Wellesley, right?
Wrong. In fact, there is no required physical education among college co-eds, only in certain schools of study.
It's a trick question.
You actually studied this stuff this weekend?
Well, I kind of started.
Looks bleak, Coach.
How am I going to pass this course, Thorpe?
I don't think you're going to.
Oh, you're a great inspiration.
Well, I've learned from the best. Shall we go on?
It's ridiculous. PE 301 could keep me from getting my master's degree.
It's a drag, isn't it?
I mean, why are they making me take a course where it just consists of me memorizing a lot of facts that I'm going to forget as soon as I walk out of the test?
That is the question I ask myself every day of my academic life.
Next question.
You know, Coach, sometimes when you can't get the material, it's good to, like, throw down the books, you know? Go to the beach for a few days, treat yourself good. I suggest you wing it.
Will you just ask the questions, Thorpe?
Who invented the horse?
The Voting Rights Act of 1965 suspended all literacy, knowledge, and character tests in all states and counties where less than 50% of the voters were registered in November of 1964. Federal registrars would go to counties and qualify voters. Legal action would be taken against any poll tax.
Very good, Teddy. Arnold, will you go on, please? Arnold.
What?
Continue reading, please.
Where are we?
Top of page 65.
On May 1st, 1898, Admiral Dewey reached Manila Bay and captured Manila.
I said top of page 65.
This is page 65.
This is the wrong text.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
You could have opened up the book and found out. Here.
Mr. Mackey.
What now?
There's no page 65. Somebody must have ripped it out.
Clarence Davis used to have this book. No wonder why this page is missing.
Hey, what's Bad Clarence into these days?
I heard he's dead.
That's HORS. Shall we quit now? Shall I continue to humiliate you with my dazzling repertoire moves?
You know what, Doyle? You're almost as boring in real life as you are at school. Now shoot.
Now, my next shot is known throughout the playgrounds of America as Doctor Pays a Visit. Watch and learn.
Dollar shot, just gonna move.
What are you reading, man?
It's a book about Benjamin Mays.
Oh, yeah? Is he related to Willie?
Yeah, that's why they wrote a book about him.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously, who is the dude?
No one you ever heard of.
Why not?
Because you don't know nothing about nothing, Thorpe. Benjamin Mays was an educator.
Oh, well, pardon me. Wasn't this supposed to be the biography due for Jensen's class?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were doing that on Mackey.
He passed.
How come?
I don't know.
So why are you doing it on this Mays guy?
I might be interested in teaching someday. I don't know.
Oh, like this guy Mays?
Yeah.
Or Mr. Mackey?
Yes, or Mr. Mackey.
Aha, you really think that dude's something else, huh?
I respect the man's trip, you know, where he's been at.
Uh-huh. I have attempted to do well whatever I set out to do. A teacher, huh?
Maybe.
I'm telling you, man, that's no way to get rich. But you gotta admit, those guys have the life, man. 3 months off in the summer, weekends, Easter, Christmas. Whew. It's not a bad gig.
All right, ladies, it's Monday. I hope you all had a nice weekend, but we got Oak Ridge on Friday, so we got a lot of work to do. I want to start with the St. Louis drill.
guys doing in here?
Nothing.
Well, if you've got no business in here, then I suggest you leave.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to... You got a problem here, David?
No problem. Get out of here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't look so good. You want me to call the nurse?
No, I'm fine, Tom. I'm fine, thanks.
I have some photographs I wanted to show you. I'll bring them back tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Mr. Mackey, say, you went to Morehouse College, didn't you?
Look, I've already told you that I'm not going to do the interview, all right?
Yeah, I know. I just want to ask you a few questions about the school.
Well, look it up.
Hey, look, man,
My name isn't Man. It is Mr. Mackey. Now, you take that stupid talk and you use it with your friends, not me.
Hey, all I'm trying to do is ask you a couple of questions.
School is over with.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for me, too. So what, you want a buck for 5 minutes or something?
Look, I'm on my own time.
Okay, fine. So who needs you?
Kill him, man. Knock him out. Knock him out.
All right. Bell is wrong. Everybody take their seats. I said the bell is wrong. Everybody take their seats.
Some jams, man. Yeah, check that chair out. Yeah.
Hey, sit down in the back.
Where, on the floor?
Who are you?
Oh, we got transferred in from Mrs. Mac, whatever her name is, section, you know.
Oh, wonderful. Nobody told me that.
You gotta sign this thing here. Excuse me.
Get off of my desk.
Hey, eat this.
Hey, man, go find something to do, right? Get out of here.
Hey, don't fight, all right? Listen, you, why don't you come sit up at my desk? You sit up here today, okay? And you, Paul, why don't you sit...
No, that's Raul.
Raul.
Mr. Mackey?
Look, just a minute. Why don't you sit on the back in the table over there?
On the table, man? What are you talking about? Don't I get a chair here like everybody else?
We don't have any more chairs.
Oh, well, that's all right. He can take my seat, because I have something better to do anyway.
Sit down, please.
Mr. Mackey,
What is it?
Miss Hanson said to tell you they need those evaluation forms right now.
Look, you tell Mrs. Hanson I've got my hands full. You tell her to send her secretary down from her guidance department if she needs those things so badly. Tell her secretary to fill them out. Tell her I said that. All right. Did anybody read chapter 28?
What about our test papers?
At the end of class. If nobody read chapter 28, then we'll read it now, together. Warren, you want to start?
Come on, man. I thought we were just going to talk about it, not read it.
Nick, you want to start?
All right. During the next few years, the question of territorial expansion was not a particularly sensitive point because an equal number of slave and free states were admitted. This relative calm ended with the acquisition of territory from Mexico in 1848.
Mr. Mackey.
Yeah. I have a question about the test.
What about it?
Well, it's about my grade.
Well, I gave you an A, Teddy.
Yeah, but everybody got an A.
Seems that you'd have other things to worry about than someone else's grade.
But see, I studied really hard for this test. Gerald, he hasn't cracked a book all year, and you gave him a 91.
But that's not your business.
But it's not fair. I mean, what's the point in working hard if you get an A without doing anything?
Look, it's your job to take the test, Rutherford. It's mine to grade them.
So, if I can get myself bounced out of Dylan's English section, that'll put me in Morgan's third. That'll open fifth period for Mackey's class.
Rutherford, you said that one's pretty well locked up, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we can get into sixth period. I mean, that one's still open?
So what are you asking me for?
Well, you're the one that's got the dude, not us.
Look, you want a spot in this class? Take mine.
I thought you really admired that guy.
Yeah, you'd think that Mackey was the Pope or something, the way you follow him around.
What's the matter? Your hero got clay feet?
Hey, stuff it, huh?
Well, ain't that a shame? Turns out Rutherford's man's a brick. He ain't got nothing.
And I got another flash for you, buddy. There ain't no Easter bunny either.
Hey, anybody got a spare hanky for the dude?
You know, I can't figure out when you seem more stupid, with your mouth open or closed.
You want to run that by me again?
Anytime, any place.
Come on,
Break it up. Hey, hold it. You want to fight? We'll start a boxing team, all right?
I got you,
What's the problem? The dude's a whiner. He ain't happy because he only got an A on his test.
Wrong. I'm not happy because everybody got an A on the test. And now these dopes want some of the free action, too.
What do you mean free?
Free, a gut, as in put your name on the paper and cruise through the course.
I mean, somebody around here's giving out free grades?
Yes.
Who?
Mr. Mackey.
Morning. Anybody home?
Hey, Kenny. What's up?
Well, not me, not yet.
Yeah.
I understand my power forward's in your class. Teddy Rutherford?
Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned that yesterday at practice, the fact that he was in your class. He was kind of upset about a test score. He claims you gave A's to everybody in the class. I told him that had to be wrong.
I told him that it was his job to take the test and mine to grade them, right?
Sure, as long as everybody's getting a fair shake.
Well, I would call 93 a pretty fair shake, wouldn't you?
Sure, as long as he deserves it.
He did.
How about the rest of them?
What concern is this of yours?
Look, David, Rutherford's a very bright kid. He thinks the world of you. I figured there just must be some sort of misunderstanding here.
There's no misunderstanding.
I mean, it's true.
I grade the way I see fit.
David, you can't do this.
Now, look, Ken, you are way out of bounds on this.
Listen, David.
No, what I do with my class is my business. Now, it's none of yours.
David, that's not fair. It's everybody's business. You can't just stop caring just like that.
Who are you to talk to me about caring? A third-year basketball coach.
It's not a question of time.
No, that's exactly what it is. 12 years I've been here. You understand? 12 years. Before you even so much as heard of South Central Los Angeles, I was teaching in it. And until you put that kind of time in, don't you dare speak to me about caring.
Hi. Aren't you supposed to be someplace?
Free period. What brings you down here to this pit?
Oh, nothing specific.
Looks to me like you're stealing the money.
No telephone calls, no appointments. Oh, very good. I thought I'd just, walk the grounds.
Walk the grounds? What, you catch Ida Lupino on a late movie last night or what?
No. It's just my job to stay on top of things.
I see.
Very good.
So what are you doing down here? Keeping your nose to the hardwood?
Exactly. Bleachers, check. Floor, check. Baskets, check. Well, everything is okay, so I think if you'll excuse me, I'll move on to
Sybil, tell me something. Did you, when you were teaching, ever give good grades to students who didn't really deserve them?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah? How come?
For encouragement or motivation. Sometimes I'd run into a student who tried really hard but got no results. So I'd add a few bonus points to a test score just to kind of reinforce the effort.
Yeah, but that's like the exception, not the rule.
Oh, sure, there weren't that many exceptional kids. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason, just curious. You know.
Okay, have a nice game.
Thanks.
Hey, kid. Hey, look, I'm really sorry about earlier. I guess I just overreacted a little bit.
Hey, look, it happens.
Well, it's just
Forget it. Get a load of this. Coolidge wants his number retired, so I see this petition hanging on the bulletin board. To be retired at end of season, good old number 45.
Not too many signatures, huh?
Just a couple of them his and what's meant to be mine, get it?
Oh.
Give these kids an inch, they take a mile. Hey, hold. Yeah, now. Hey, easy like this, will you? Come on, let go of his neck. Hey, David, come over here and help me out, will you? Hey, David. Hey, that's it. You hear what I said?
Hi.
What are you doing home?
Hey, I thought you were going to be happy to see me.
Well, I am. It's just that, are you here for lunch? You never come home for lunch before.
Well, let's just say we're starting a new home for lunch policy, all right?
All right. So then what's it gonna be? We got egg salad, we got leftover meatloaf.
Neither one. I'm taking you out to lunch.
Out?
That's right.
Well, you have time for that?
I am yours for the afternoon, my dear.
Oh, right, sure.
Hey, if the kids can play hooky from school, why can't I?
You're not going back to school?
It's a beautiful day.
Well, what about your classes?
That's no problem. Yes, Miss Buchanan, please. David Mackey. Hi, Sybil. David Mackey. My back went out this afternoon, so I won't be back in. No, nothing serious. Just a little painful, you know. Okay, thanks. Piece of cake. Hey, come on. Haven't you ever had one of those days where you just didn't feel like facing it?
So it's not your back. David, what's wrong?
Nothing.
David.
Nothing.
Your back is fine. You're lying and you're depressed. Now, what is wrong?
God, baby, you just don't know how much I dread going back to that place.
Why? What is it?
Oh, I don't know. The students, the violence, the bureaucracy, the sameness. God, I hate it. I hate it.
Then quit.
And do what?
Something. You could find something.
Baby, I am 35 years old. Teaching is my job. Besides, it's a paycheck.
A paycheck? Is that all it is?
It's enough. Hey. Hey, baby, it's gonna be all right. Hey, it's gonna be fine. Look, all I need is a little time to cool out, and I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
It's open.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, Rutherford, come on in.
I have a class.
Yeah, well, this won't take long. Have a seat. So, what's going on?
What do you mean?
I don't know. School, your life, everything okay?
Everything's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So how come you've been walking around the last couple of weeks like you just lost your best friend?
I'm doing okay.
You could be doing better.
Hey, I'm making my shots.
Oh, come on, Teddy. I'm not talking about making your shots. I'm talking about attitude. Now, you've got what it takes to be a leader on this team, but recently you're not acting like a leader. You're not participating. You're not putting out. You're just sort of putting in your time.
Is that it?
Look, Rutherford, I didn't bring you down here to chew you out. I mean, it may seem like that, but I'm just trying to understand what's wrong.
I've just figured out the way of the world, that's all. You know, how it works.
Oh? How does the world work?
It's all a lot of hype.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that all this stuff about caring and concern is just public relations. You see, it's not cool to care anymore. I mean, the 60s are dead, right?
This stuff with Mackey really hit you, didn't it?
No, it didn't hit me. It just opened my eyes. I mean, everyone's talking about how he's this and how he's that, but he's on a pass.
Teddy.
He's just walking through it. You know it and I know it. All he cares about is the paycheck. And don't tell me about his back, because I played pickup with the guy in the gym. It didn't bother him then. And if it did, so what? There are people without arms and legs who haven't stopped caring, so why should he stop?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you find out?
Look, Teddy, I understand what you're saying, but there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, right, because he's a teacher, right?
That's right. I'm not his boss. He doesn't work for me.
Yeah, he's a teacher, that's cool. But if he was on the team, you get rid of him in a minute. But he's a teacher, and it makes all the difference in the world, right?
Come in. Hi.
Hi. Listen, I gotta talk to you. We got a problem.
So what else is new?
Look, it's killing me to tell you this.
What?
David Mackey isn't teaching anymore.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's going through the motions, but he's just not teaching. He doesn't care.
Well, that's a pretty serious accusation.
I know.
Caring is a very subjective kind of thing.
I know that, but there's nothing subjective about what Mackey's doing.
David Mackey has a lot of pride, Ken.
I know.
So why would a man like that stop caring?
I don't know.
I thought Ken was going for his master's in phys ed, not psychology.
No one's trying to psychoanalyze you, you know.
No? Well, what would you call it?
David, Ken talked to me as your friend.
Oh, I see. Ken is now a psychiatrist and you're a back specialist.
Look, David, if something is bothering you, just tell me, please.
Look, Sybil, I don't know what this is about. I'm fine.
The record shows otherwise.
No, the record shows that I've missed a couple of days because of my back, and that's all it shows. And it won't show that again.
What's the point of showing up if you're just going to phone the teaching in?
You got a hell of a lot of nerve.
For crying out loud, you're handing out free grades.
Now, wait just a minute. I don't have to listen to this.
Half of the school is clamoring to get into your class, and the kids who care are trying to get out.
Who said that?
One of my ball players. No, the whole team says that.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call your team model students,
Yeah,
please.
well, I'd call Teddy Rutherford a pretty damn good student, and he was sitting in my office this morning looking hard and cynical and disillusioned. So there's one kid who's just stopped giving a damn.
Look, my teaching methods are my own, and I've got 12 years to back them up.
Listen, Dave.
No, you listen. I am a tenured member of this faculty, and I will put my 183 days in a year grading papers and conducting classes the way I see fit. No more, no less. Hey, man. You could have knocked me down the stairs.
Man, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Take your seat, brother.
Why don't you do something?
I said take your seat.
Going to the library. It's too noisy in here.
Which brings us to Thursday afternoon's dilemma. Now, the basketball team, the gymnastics team, and the debating teams are all scheduled for competition at different schools.
Now, wait a minute, Sybil. You promised me 3 weeks ago that...
Oh, I know, Eleanor. Now, the gymnastics team will have use of the driver's ed car. Can you help us out, David?
No.
Oh, okay. Tom?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Now, Tom and I will take the rest of the squad in our cars. Thank you, Tom. Which means that the basketball team and the debating team will have to share the school bus.
What? Why?
Because both teams are competing at Fuller.
Since when did any debating team ever have a team bus?
Since the two debating students who usually take everybody to the competitions got sick.
I didn't even know we had a debating team.
Oh, well, we do. And George Robinson is the coach.
Oh. Sorry, George.
Isn't it a little ridiculous to have a debating team when half the students in this school can't even read?
Yeah, right, George. What are you guys debating this week? The best portable tape cassette?
No, who's the better group, the Commodores or Earth, Wind, and Fire?
A debating club? It's a joke.
No, not really, Dave. I have some very exceptional kids on my team.
How many? 4?
As a matter of fact.
4 exceptional kids in a student body of 3,000. Very impressive.
Hey, we only have 1 or 2 exceptional musicians out of that group of 3,000, just as we only have 1 or 2 exceptional basketball players.
But you see, that's my point.
What's your point?
Extracurriculars are ludicrous when we have hundreds of functional illiterates walking these halls.
You can't make a generalization like that.
Oh, come on. Sure I can. We all know how things are, don't we? I mean, we can tell the truth, can't we?
What's the truth?
That we're like the little Dutch boy with our thumb in the dike, using our meager resources to hold back a tidal wave of ignorance.
That's horrible.
What? Our meager resources or tidal wave of ignorance?
That's sick.
That's the truth.
Well, I think you're wrong.
I'm right. And everybody in this room knows that I'm right. Oh, come on. These kids don't care about us. They don't care about you. All they care about is their spandex pants and music. God, they think the world began when they were born.
Oh, come on, David.
Oh, for God's sakes! All right, we lie to them every day of the year. But do we have to lie to ourselves? To each other? Listen, we are not the ones being graded. Look, half of these kids wouldn't even be in this school if they didn't have to be here. They don't respect this school. They don't respect you. They don't respect their parents. They don't respect themselves. Nothing matters to them. Nothing. Can't you understand? They can't stand us, and we can't stand them. We are the enemy.
Come in.
You wanted to see me? Hello, Ann.
Hi, Ken.
Come on and sit down, Ken.
I hope I'm not keeping you from your work.
No.
I asked Sybil to call you in because I know that you're a friend of David's and that you care about him.
How is he?
He seems better. We went to see a doctor.
What'd he say?
He said that David has all the classic symptoms of combat fatigue.
Combat fatigue? You talk like he's just back from Vietnam or something.
He called it teacher burnout.
Burnout? What does that mean?
Means that David is suffering from a combination of mental and physical exhaustion.
From what?
Teaching?
From teaching? Just from teaching?
Evidently, it's happening more and more frequently. After 12 years, it caught up with him.
So what can we do for him?
Well, for starters, I've given him an indefinite leave of absence.
Where is he now?
Clearing out his things.
Hi.
Hey.
I come in?
Sure. You heard, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I just want you to know how sorry I am about
Oh, no, don't be. Really. It was right.
Oh, you'll be back before you know it.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, sure. A couple of months off, you get a clean bill of health, they'll welcome you back with open arms.
No, you don't understand. It's not a question of them. It's me. I don't want to come back. 12 years, man. It's not a lifetime. But it's a hell of a long time.
You're a fine teacher, David.
Fine teachers don't exist anymore. Not after 12 years, anyway. They just learn to survive.
I sure hope you're wrong.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I used to believe that if you cared deeply enough, you could change anything. Apathy, ignorance, anything.
Yeah, I still think that's true.
You tell me that the students haven't changed since we went to high school, and I'll tell you you're living in a world of fantasy.
Not all of them.
Enough. Well, too many for me. Well, that's about the last of it.
Well, let me give you a hand.
No, thanks. I got it. Well, maybe one. Hey, let's have dinner sometime.
Anytime.
Bradford. Listen, I'm sorry that I couldn't have given you more help. I hope you find a teacher that can. You're a very bright young man. Hey, good luck to you.